Oh boy. Mm, 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 mm. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the show with yours truly, Marlon. We are back at it again. Yes, sir. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we do have here on the channel. So if you do enjoy PlayStation content, please don't hesitate to subscribe. If you do enjoy Xbox content, please do not hesitate to subscribe. So, oh boy. Oh boy. We do have a massive stream today for you guys and girls today. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to everyone. We are approaching the first week of next month, and Microsoft is getting ready to drop one of their biggest games of the year, their first AAA first party game, which is Redfall, and it's coming out on the 2nd. So let's see how critics and gamers alike will eat that up, right? But the train doesn't stop there, because as you see the title of this stream today, ladies and gentlemen, right before your eyes, is that PlayStation gamers don't buy games, right? They don't buy $70 games. And it's crazy to me how the narrative gets changed very quickly, right? And it's almost as if like you just have to be perfect, right? There's no decrease in numbers or anything like that. As great as Sony is, and Sony is creating history right now, right? Breaking all type of records for console sales in the first quarter of her calendar year, breaking all type of records. And I guess that's not good enough, because the last time I checked, PS5 wouldn't be selling if it wasn't for software, right? Because you need software in order for console sales to blossom and to thrive, right? And to skyrocket, right? So there's no rocket science that is telling us that, wait a minute, how is PS5 selling like that? Like crazy. But we're getting this narrative that, well, Bloomberg and TweetTown and all these other websites are typing up these big articles, right? And showing data that PlayStation gamers are just not buying games at $70. Now, if we go back to the very beginning of this generation, which was 2020, right? We will understand that a lot of people was against the $70 narrative, right? But then we quickly learned that, well, take it or leave it. And with the economy that we live in, I completely understand that. And this is why I say that it's very critical as a gamer to speak up and to demand more, right? And not sit here and sugarcoat anything, not sit here and fanboy anything, but to keep it real with each other, right? Regardless of if you're stepping on the toes of your peers or you're going against your favorite box, right? You are supposed to stand tall and be firm on what you say and mean what you say, for that matter, because there's no perfect publisher out there, right? I remember, as far as I can remember, PlayStation fans were demanding Sony to leave the PlayStation 4 behind, right? And move forward with PlayStation 5, only PlayStation 5, right? A lot of PlayStation gamers like Jim Ryan keep your word, right? And move forward, right? But we don't understand that every generation is going to be cross-gen, cross-play, whatever the case may be. Like, that's just how it is, right? Sony has dropped some games from 2020 to where we are now that a lot of people would say, well, I didn't like Returnal. Some people didn't like Ratchet and Clank, right? You can't force people to like certain things, right? I didn't like Gran Turismo 7. I didn't like Horizon, right? Because Horizon is boring and Horizon had a lot of glitches and this and that. So there's a select few of games that people did not like. Also, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Do me a favor, turn on that post notification bell. People didn't like the fact that, well, we're getting charged $70 and yeah, we're still cross-gen, right? A lot of people did not like that. But the fact still remains that, yes, even though Gran Turismo 7 might disappoint you, people bought it. Not as much as I was really kind of expecting, because when I was looking at the raw numbers, I was like, oh, I thought more people would buy Gran Turismo 7, okay? Obviously, they got a huge backlash for that. Polyphony Digital had a huge backlash for Gran Turismo 7. We're not going to go back into that. Returnal, a lot of people did not like Returnal, okay? Ratchet and Clank, a lot of people did not like Ratchet and Clank, right? God of War, some people were saying, oh, God of War looked like crap and, you know, not going to buy this game, right? So there you go, right? All the complaints right there. But the fact still remains that people still shell out $70 for these games, right? Now, okay, people are not spending $70. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. But look on the subscription services side. Is that any better? Because the narrative now is, oh, yeah, see, this is why I don't spend $70. You see what I'm saying? It's like the wool is over their eyes. These fanboys, they crush me, man. They literally crush me. Oh, yeah. This is why I don't spend $70 on games. Because the data shows that fewer and fewer people are spending $70 on games, right? So yeah, this is why I don't spend $70. That's what they're saying. Because Game Pass is the savior, right? Okay. If that was the case, if Game Pass was just so great, right? If Game Pass was so freaking perfect, right? Answer me this question. Why is the numbers ain't skyrocketing like it's supposed to? Not only that, but also a lot of PlayStation fans don't like the fact that Sony is remaking games that, well, we didn't ask for. Like we are hearing that somehow Horizon is being remade, right? Horizon Zero Dawn is being remade, and it's like, bro, the game already looks good enough. So Sony is not perfect, right? So again, back on track. If Game Pass is so great and you're not spending $70 on games, then why is Game Pass not skyrocketing through the roof in terms of subscribers, right? Why are they still at what? Maybe they don't even report on the actual numbers as much, right? Well, what they're sitting at maybe 30 million since 2017. Really? Well, I mean, it's like we acting like, okay, that Game Pass is the end all be all service. Like it's the cure for gamers not spending $70 games, when I see a lot of people saying Game Pass is just filled up with a bunch of third-party games. Oh, wait a minute. That runs better half the time on PlayStation 5. Excuse me? Really? When I just saw a post from IGN saying Jedi Survivor runs at 20% better on PS5. But third-party developers are not really fully utilizing the box like they're supposed to. And don't get me started on first party, right? Do not get me started on first party. So what's going on? I mean, what's going on, right? You see the hypocrisy here. It's like we crap on the PS5. We say the PS5 is garbage, but yet still it's selling at an all-time high, 500%. Third-party games are selling better on PS5, right? Not only that, games are performing 10 to 15 to 20% better on PlayStation 5. We have Digital Foundry came out. We have IGN come out with a performance video saying how Jedi is performing better. Now, some people will say, oh yeah, turn on VRR and it will help with the Series X. No, there's no excuses for the Series X to be inferior to the PS5, right? So why is it? Why is it? Right? Because here's the thing, man. There's a lot of people right now who don't have a PS5, who cannot afford to spend $70 on a game. And in truth and in fact, that is correct. $70 is a lot of money for a video game. And this is why we have to demand. This is why we have to push the envelope. Listen, I'm not trying to hear no excuses. I'm tired of people making excuses. Stop making excuses. Okay? Demand. This is why we have to demand better. Oh, yeah. See. Everybody talking this and saying this and Sony this and Sony that. Same thing goes for Microsoft too. Okay, let me ask y'all this. Since they want to label PlayStation gamers for not buying games at $70. Okay, hold on. Woo! I'm fired up. Let's get it. Okay? Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay? Now, there was a video. Thank you for your super chat. Anybody who wants to super chat during the middle of the show, feel free to do so if you have any questions. But before I get off into, I'm about to shut this whole thing down. You guys know me already. I don't have time for the bull crap, right? You know me, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all do. Now, Ivo, thank you for the $2. Says, thank you, Marlon, for you tell the truth. Everyone, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you. God bless you. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Put this stream out on Twitter. Retweet the stream because I'm about to go in. Now, let's move along. I saw a video that was floating around yesterday pertaining to Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Now, people making videos talking about Jedi Survivor saying, don't buy the game as a whole, even though the console versions are a lot better than the PC version of the game, right? Don't buy the game, right? And I'm all for people demanding better, right? There's no reason for Jedi Survivor to come out buggy and glitchy, right? It's supposed to be good, right? The game is, no. The game is supposed to be perfect. I get that because we're spending $70. And a lot of people are saying that 2023 is underwhelming. Right? I understand that. Demand better, right? But no, I've been getting DMs and messages saying, oh, Marlon, I'm not happy with the direction of the show. Well, why you're not happy with the direction of the show? Because you're not happy because I'm digging into Microsoft and trying to demand better for all of us. So you're not happy with that. And I'm digging into Sony and telling Sony to drop a PS5 showcase as soon as possible. So you don't like that? Oh, no, you like the fluff talk. You like me to sit there and lie and get into the fanboy narrative. No, not this guy. Okay? I'm going to shoot you straight. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's just me. That's just me, bro. I don't have time for the fluff talk. Right? Okay, I give you that. Jedi Survivor, there's no excuse for this game to be buggy, glitchy, crashing on PS5 every now and again. You know, graphics popping in and out. Things of that nature. We're paying full price for that game. Right? So you see how hypocritical these people are. These are Xbox fans. Majority of them are Xbox fans making videos, digging EA a new one. But look at Redfall. No, Redfall is perfect. You see how hypocritical these people are? Bunch of hippos, bunch of hypocrites, right? You're digging in EA's behind about Jedi Survivor, right? But here's the thing though. Yeah, Jedi Survivor might be buggy and glitchy and crashing and this and that, underperforming, whatever you want to call it, right? And you're rightfully right as a consumer to demand them to patch the game or to say, hey, this game should have been delayed. But why are we not keeping the same energy? You see, I'm about to dig in right now because we have a bunch of frauds, right? But we're not digging into Redfall. Right? No, everybody is all excited. Why? Why are we all excited about Redfall? Because Redfall, oh no, the almighty Redfall gets a pass. Sony got a decrease in software sales. Yeah, I don't spend $70 on games anyway. Right? Bunch of hypocrites. Right? I don't spend $70 anyway, so that don't apply to me. Selfish. So you got Game Pass. So because you got Game Pass as a shield, You don't want to demand better, right? That's the freaking problem. That's the freaking problem. You should want to demand better. Are you kidding me, my guy? So because a game is in a subscription service and theoretically, like some of y'all say, if not all of you, oh, it's free, dog. It's free, dog. It's free. Okay, it's free and it's still running like garbage. Still not up to standard. At least with Jedi Survivor, guess what? Has a performance mode. So say what you want. Oh, dog, it's not locked at 60. Oh, dog, there's glitches and bugs and it's crashing. Oh, dog, I can't believe EA could do something like this. Oh, dog, this. Oh, dog, that. Right? This is all I hear. People running their mouth. Keep the same energy for Xbox first-party games. Keep that same energy. You're laughing at Sony, but Sony is walking all over Xbox. Right? They're walking all over Xbox. Why is it? If Microsoft was so great and Game Pass was doing so great, right? We were supposed to be seeing insane growth. Why is it that we got a report that's saying subscription services is going down, right? In terms of people signing up. Why is it that Phil Spencer come out and said, man, we're at the ceiling right now for Game Pass. We're at the ceiling in terms of growth for Game Pass on consoles. On consoles, we're touching the ceiling. Why did he say that? Right? Why is it that they're busting their hips to get the Activision Blizzard King deal? Why? It's not just about the cloud. It's not just about mobile. No, it's for Game Pass. Because they know they suck. They know they have been underwhelming when it comes to their first party output. No. Let's feed Game Pass, right? Let's feed Game Pass with a bunch of subscription service games, right? From Activision, games that we have already been playing. Listen, I told you guys, I understand when it comes to that gamer that wants to spend $70. I get it. Who wouldn't want to save $70? Right? From not spending $70 on Call of Duty, from not spending $70 on a bunch of other Activision Blizzard King games. I get it. I understand that. But the fact still remains. Microsoft does a terrible job in their quality control and in their management department. So you're laughing at Sony with this decrease in software sales. But what you got to look at is, wait a minute. And then I see people pushing this article around. Oh, yeah, Spider-Man 2. See, Spider-Man 2 is the only game for 20. Oh, hold on. I write down a list. I'm about to shut all of this down. I'm about to shut all of this down right now. Okay? I got a list. that I want to share with you guys. Okay? Now, they're saying, oh, Spider-Man 2 is the only game. It's the only game we're getting from Sony. Right? But okay. Spider-Man 2 is the only game we're getting, right? And yeah, ha. See, I tell you, Game Pass is so amazing. And Microsoft is putting out way more games, right? But hold on. Let me say this to you. Hold on. We will. Spider-Man is the only game we're getting from first, second, and third party, right? Okay, let me shut this down. So you got Spider-Man 2, right? You got Final Fantasy 16, right? You got Stellar Blade, right? You got Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, right? You got Little Devils Inside, right? And you got Helldivers 2. And maybe I'm missing a couple others. So those are not games. Those are not freaking games, right? We are laughing at Spider-Man 2 and saying that, oh, well, see, I guarantee you, if people are spending fewer and fewer dollars in software sales, then that simply means that they're not going to buy Spider-Man 2. Guess what, Einstein? Okay. You, for some reason, but no. If this was Microsoft, no. It's all gravy. It's all gravy. If it was Microsoft, it's all good. It's like Microsoft cannot, you know how many people got exposed during this ABK deal? Some lawyer or something like that. I don't know. Some guy that works for Xbox got exposed because Microsoft was probably paying him, right? The report came out that he's getting paid, right? to say the things that he was saying. Man, it's it's a bunch of hypocrites around here, bro. They make it seem like, oh my God, it is so hard for Sony to get their flowers, right? But easy for Microsoft to get theirs. And Microsoft haven't been doing a darn thing this entire generation. They haven't given us anything groundbreaking to show us what Series X. If anything, the Series X is just getting big L's across the board, right? PS5 crushing Series X in performance. Why is that? I've seen people bringing up old videos from Mark Cerny. Man, this man was telling the truth. You think? It's a shame, dog. I can't believe. Oh, no. PlayStation gamers ain't buying PS5 games. Okay. All right. Let's get to this. Nighthawk Afterburner says, hello, Marlon. How are you doing today? It is good to see you again. I would buy a PS5. Mr. Hall with the $5 says, you said it's mostly Xbox fanboys saying don't buy Jedi Survivor. I demand better. And in the next breath, say Xbox fans won't demand better. There you go. Facts. All facts. Evans, thank you so much for your 16-month. He says PlayStation gamers specifically not buying $70 PS5 games. He says, are we sure about that one, Marlon? Also, how has your weekend been? Oh, man, the weekend has been great so far. Had some things to take care of yesterday, so appreciate that, man. Let's get back in the huddle. Now, so don't buy Jedi Survivor because it's buggy and glitchy, right? But at least that game is at 60 FPS. Why are we not keeping that same energy for Redfall? Don't buy Redfall, right? Because, or don't sign up for Game Pass to play Redfall because that's sending a message. That is whether you pay $70 for it or you sign up to Game Pass for it. It's the same thing because you know what? You're sending a signal to Microsoft. Microsoft, it's okay. It's okay. Keep doing what you're doing, right? Keep releasing games. Every single game moving. That's all you're telling them. You're telling Microsoft it's okay. You're telling Phil Spencer. You're telling Matt Booty. You're telling the whole development world that is okay. So you play coming this Tuesday. Nobody's stopping you from playing Redfall. That's you. That's on you. But don't be mad if Microsoft keep on doing the same doggone thing by giving you a half-cooked game with no performance mode. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather take a game that's buggy and glitchy, right? Versus not having a game that is up to standard where it should be. Because every game is going to have bugs and glitches. That's just the way it is, right? Some are more severe than some. But I'm like 8 hours into the game. I'm 8 hours in Jedi Survivor right now. Yes, I had a couple hiccups here and there, but I'm still having fun. I still can't put down the controller, right? Because I'm having fun. The game is running smooth. When it works, and it's running smooth, right? I talked about that in my gameplay review, and you guys see me bring that up in the gameplay review, right? But at the same time, everything else besides the bugs and the glitches, the game is phenomenal, right? But I'd rather take a game that has a 60 FPS mode versus one that should, and it's okay. I'm not, but no, PS5. No. Let's get to what everybody is saying. I'm done talking. Let's get to the freaking article because this right here makes absolutely no sense to me. And all I'm seeing now is a bunch of people damage controlling for Microsoft and like Microsoft is so great. Microsoft can't do no wrong, right? Xbox Game Pass. I'm telling you, Game Pass is the way over PlayStation 5 because PS5 gamers are not buying games. But why is it that the PS5 is crushing the Series X in sales? Why is it that Microsoft console, sales is down by 30%? 30%, right? So all those people that are laughing at Sony right now, why is it that Call of Duty ain't selling well on Xbox? Why is it selling more on PS5? The deal that y'all want to go through so bad, right? Because all it is just to save $70, right? Let's not kid ourselves here, right? Because I would side with someone that say, you know what, Marlon, I can't afford $70 for these games, so I want this ABK deal to go through. Okay, I understand that, bro. But on the flip side, listen, bro, Don't act like Microsoft don't owe us something. Don't act like they don't need to raise the bar, right? Because you got to do more than just the ABK deal, right? But why even with the ABK deal in the equation, the PS5 is still selling more when it comes to third party and first party games. Why is that? Right? Listen, I would rather spend $70 happily to spend $70 to get the physical copy of my game. Right? Not only to get the physical copy of my game, but for the experience. That is the reason why when you look at certain things and you say, okay, well, Sony have a track record of giving us quality games, right? And granted, not every single thing is going to be peaches and cream at launch. I told you guys about Horizon Forbidden West. Buggy, glitchy, had issues. Gran Turismo 7, buggy, glitchy, had some issues, right? No game is going to be perfect, right? But at the same time, right? The complaint is there like PS5 games are not selling well. We're going to see how true that is. Let's go ahead and let's turn this around. All right. So this is the article that's been floating around. You guys know me very well. And we're going to dig into this article. It's a lengthy article, so make sure you clear your schedule. You see this? You see this, right? New $69.99 price may negatively impact PS5 game unit sales. Data suggests. So what does that tell you? Man, Sony gonna have to lower the price. Sony is gonna have to lower the price because people are not buying games at $70 for PlayStation. Really? Really now? Because why is the PS5 selling as well as it is? Not every single game at $70 is going to appeal to everybody. That's common sense. So I'm waiting for the chat to respond to this, right? If $70 games are negatively impacting the PS5 performance in terms of unit sales, then why is the PS5 selling so well? Is it just selling just because? Why is it selling at 500%? I'm waiting for everybody to start talking. Why is the PS5 selling as well as it is selling right now? Why is the PS5 breaking record after record? The best-selling console in the history of consoles right now. I mean, Sony breaking all type of records. Hold on, let me dig into some other stuff. Let me wake up some of y'all, because some of us is still asleep today. Right? Hold on. Because no. Sony is the only one that raised their prices to $70. Oh, Microsoft did not raise their price to $70, right? No. They didn't raise their price to $70 and still underperforming, right? We don't see that to talk about, right? Hold on. Let me give y'all some facts first before we dig into this article. Yeah. Nah, Sony is the only one that's charging $70. Sony was one of the first ones to do it in the console space. They were the first ones, but everybody follows suit after. And don't we still getting buggy, glitchy experiences? NBA 2K, this game, that game, $70. Everybody charging $70 now. Ubisoft charging $70, right? Okay. But yeah, that should be across the board then, right? It shouldn't just be Sony, right? And Microsoft as well, right? Because we got a bunch of hypocrites, right? So let me say this to y'all, since nobody's going to say nothing. If $70 is negatively impacting PlayStation and the fans and the units, sales, and all this type of bull crap, then it should affect everybody. Okay. I'm about to shut this down right here. Y'all know me very well. Right? Okay. Zelda is $70, right? We're getting reports about Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Proving a point. Oh, yeah. Some people are saying that the game is having some issues, right? There's some glitches and whatever they were saying about it. Tears of the Kingdom, right? There's some performance issues, right? which could be ironed out or whatever. Same thing with Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was having some issues too as well. You guys know what those issues are, right? And people are still going to buy that game. Nintendo is holding back from showing off everything. Of course, they don't want to spoil it for everybody, right? But people are still going to spend $70. So it shows you that people are going to buy whatever they're going to buy. You can't force people to buy every single game at $70. I've seen PlayStation fans themselves saying, Sony wants $70 for this, not buying it, right? Case in point, The Last of Us remake. Let's not kid ourselves here, right? Nobody wanted The Last of Us to be remade, right? But a lot of people said they're not spending $70 on that. Case in freaking point. Not every single thing Sony puts out at $70, people are going to buy it. Same thing with Microsoft. So Microsoft gets a pass. So every single thing Microsoft puts out, it's worth $70, or every single thing that Microsoft puts out in Game Pass, make Game Pass worth it? Really? So you're telling me, as somebody that's brand new to the Xbox ecosystem, right? Ah, man, I'm so brand new to the Xbox ecosystem. Man, I'm a shooter fan, right? I play Call of Duty. I play Battlefield. I play Apex. You see what I'm saying? I play Counter-Strike, right? I play all these Ghost Recon, Rainbow. I play all these shooter games, right? And shoot, this is Microsoft's first AAA $70 game, right? Man, Jesus, 30 FPS? No, I will not sign up for Game Pass. I would not buy a Series X. No, I would not. PC or no PC. We see in how games are launching on PC in shambles, right? So PC or no PC. I would not, as a brand new gamer, seeing that, I would not. Game Pass or no Game Pass, free or no free, no. The answer is no. So it's negatively affecting Sony, right? But it's not negatively affecting Xbox. Bunch of hypocrites. They're hiding behind Game Pass. Like, okay, Microsoft gets a pass because it's in Game Pass. So it's okay. They'll patch it later. Get out of here, man. But no, everybody and their mama was screaming about, oh my God, Gotham Knights. Oh, that's WB. What are you doing? WB, what are you doing? This need to have a 60 FPS performance mode. Everybody was making videos ripping Gotham Knights a new one. Right? Am I right? Am I wrong? But we're not keeping that same energy for Redfall. We're not keeping that same energy for Starfield. We're not demanding better. We're not. Instead, we're hiding behind Game Pass. This is why things are going to crumble and continue to crumble. This is why Microsoft is going to keep up serving us bullcrap on a platter, and we're going to eat it. Because we're hiding behind Game Pass. Really, dog? Really? Let's get to the numbers. I'm sick to my stomach. Listen to this. If Sony is doing so bad with software sales, listen to this. Sony generated record sales for PS5 last year. I'm going to say this again. Hold up the mic loud so they can hear you. Sony generated record sales for PS5 last year, $8.3 billion in total. PlayStation gamers ain't buying games. What? If PlayStation gamers wasn't buying games, they wouldn't be buying freaking hardware. Einstein. $8.3 billion. Since we want to talk about numbers. Oh, yeah. Game Pass, $1 billion in revenue. Yeah. But Game Pass is hurting right now because they're not delivering on what they said they were supposed to deliver on. They're supposed to be delivering on first-party, high-quality AAA games, and they're not doing that. So Game Pass is so perfect, right? 8.3, let that sink in. $8.3 billion last year, since we want to talk about numbers. Okay, we ain't even done yet. That is the highest ever. You hear me? That is the highest ever for PlayStation in a single year. Sony breaking their own records. So why is the PS5 selling like that? Clearly software, right? Because software, you need software to play on hardware, right? So clearly some type of software is selling, regardless if the numbers dropping. Numbers are going to drop. Sony didn't see huge growth. You want to talk about subscription service? Let's talk about subscription. Sony did not see a mega growth in PlayStation Plus subscriptions either. I think it went up like what? Maybe a million, maybe 1.5 million. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. And same thing could be said about Game Pass, right? Like, are we being for real? Everything is down, right? But at the same time, Sony is still on top. Sony is still the market leader. Sony is still selling more PS5s. Sony is still shipping more PS5s, right? Like, doesn't matter. Yes, there are going to be games. Of course, the sales are going to be down. Of course, the software unit sales are going to be down. Of course. Because there was a lot of games that Sony released last year, right? That people just flat out said, I'm not spending $70 for that. Like, I remember seeing some people saying about Horizon Forbidden West, I'm not spending $70 on that. It's buggy and glitchy and this. I'm not spending $70 on that. Some people looked at Gran Turismo. I'm not spending $70 on that. Last of Us Remake. I ain't spending $70 on that. So stuff is going to be down regardless. Why are we acting so brand new? That's nothing new. No company is, even Nintendo, no company is perfect. Software sales are going to be down to an extent. But when you're sitting here not demanding better from your Lord and Savior CEO, when you're sitting here and making it seem like everything is green on the Xbox side, it is not. It is not. Christ. Let's Wow, dog. Wow. Okay, let's move along. Let's get to the numbers. We want to laugh and talk about numbers, right? I'm about to shut all of this down. You ready for this? Let's get it. Listen to this. For those people who are making videos and tearing Sony down and not celebrating the fact that Sony breaking all type of records, that's okay. Don't give them their flowers, right? Because I'm fair. Like, if Microsoft is doing what they're supposed to do, they'll get their flowers from me. If they're not doing their job, they get nothing from me but constructive criticism, demanding better for all of us, right? So look at the numbers. PlayStation is the first console maker to sell more than 500 million home consoles. You think, listen to what I just said. PlayStation is the first home console to sell 500 million. Let that sink in your brains. You think Sony got those numbers by people not buying software? This is funny to me, dog. Nah, Sony's supposed to be perfect. Yeah. But they got that big number, 500 million. That's insane. That's insane for a home console. 500 million combined. What? You think they got to that number by people not buying software sales? People not buying games? I should say. People not buying games? Regardless if it's $70 or not. There are going to be games that is going to be released from Sony that people are just not going to buy. It is what it is. Sony live and they learn. They make mistakes. They're remaking bullcrap that we don't ask for them to remake. Of course, people are just going to be like, or they're making games that, well, people just don't want to buy. It is what it is. That's with any company. It ain't even got to do with in the gaming segment. That's with any company. You put out bullcrap and expect people to buy it. They're not going to buy it. And rightfully so, they shouldn't, or sign up or whatever. It is what it is. But Sony is still leading the charge. Sony just put out the best looking, say whatever you want to say about Horizon. You didn't see what Digital Foundry said, the actual experts? You didn't hear what they said? Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores is a masterpiece of a visual game. It's a masterpiece of a visual game. It has raised the bar in terms of visual mastery, right? Sony once again raised their own bar again. Why can't Microsoft, if Microsoft is doing everything right, why is we sitting here demanding better from Microsoft when it comes to their quality control, when it comes to their management, when it comes to Game Pass as a service, critiquing Game Pass and reviewing Game Pass and giving Game Pass constructive criticism? Why is that? Are you kidding me, my guy? Okay. PS1, 102.5 million units. PS2, 155 million units. PS3, 87.4 million units. PS4, 117 million units. PS5, 38.4 million units. You think Sony got to those units numbers based off of not dropping good software? It's funny to me, bruh. This is funny. This is hilarious. This is a joke. But Microsoft is doing a better job. I hear you. Microsoft is doing a better job with the games, right? They're doing a better job. Listen to this. Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores is a visual masterclass, says Digital Foundry. Abundant foliage, beautiful lighting, stunning environment detail, impressive draw distance, excellent 60 to 80 FPS. Is Microsoft doing that crap? Is Microsoft doing that? Is Microsoft doing that? Microsoft is not doing that. They're not doing that. Right? But we're worried about software sales down. It will be a difference if, man, this gets me so mad. It will be a difference if hardware sales is down along with software sales. Then we got a problem. No. Hardware is selling like crazy. So that simply means people are buying software. They're buying software. If hardware is selling, then people are buying software, right? Because you need the software to play on the hardware, right? It goes hand in hand. Sony, the next time around, they want to hit what? 25 million shipped? 25. They're going to get to that 25 million shipped. Easy. With Spider-Man 2, we're going to laugh and talk about Spider-Man 2 being the only game. They're literally saying Spider-Man 2 is going to be the only game from Sony this year. That's it. We ain't getting no second party. We ain't getting no third party. That's the only game. It's so funny, right? Even with Spider-Man 2, just if that was the only game, Spider-Man 2 is going to sell like nobody's tomorrow because it's just it's Spider-Man. It's going to sell. That's going to push Sony into their goal. That one game alone is going to push Sony into their goal. We're not even talking about Final Fantasy 16. You see how many pre-orders they're getting right now for Final Fantasy 16? You see how many people telling me they're buying that PS5 bundle for Final Fantasy 16? Insane. And we ain't even touching Spider-Man 2 yet. So you think Sony is worried? You think Sony is worried about software sales being a little down? They're not worrying about that because They know what they know, and they know what they have to do. Sony knows that they got to drop those live service games sooner rather than later to get that traction going. Sony knows that they sooner rather than later, they got to come out swinging. Ride the wave, ride the momentum. The PS5 is at an all-time high. Now, on top of that, you see investors asking what the heck is going on, Sony? Nah, dog. We still got Spider-Man 2. We got Spider-Man 2 because they know Spider-Man 2 is going to bring numbers. Just like Zelda, just like Mario, just like Donkey Kong. You see what I'm saying? Like Spider-Man is going to bring the numbers. Final Fantasy 16 is going to bring the numbers. At least PlayStation owners have choices to make. They got a decision to make. Pick and choose what they want to spend $70 on. Can't say the same thing for Microsoft, right? Nah, we got a subscription service. This game is 30 FPS. It's okay, dog. It's okay. I'm going to play Redfall at 30 FPS. It's all good. I'm not going to demand better. It's okay. I'm going to keep playing at 30 FPS. I'm not going to demand better for higher quality and better experiences. No, you see how good Final Fantasy 16 look? For a third-party developer? But we find it so difficult to give Sony their flowers. When Microsoft starts showing me something, then I'll give them their flowers. You get nothing from me, dog. Nothing from me. You sitting here wasting our time on this ABK. You get nothing from me. And the video that I saw floating around, just so y'all know, yeah, it was a GameStop, right? There was a bunch more Jedi Survivor on PS5. There was tons of copies of Jedi Survivor laying on the countertop. And there was probably like maybe 7 copies. 7 copies for Xbox. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? The Game Pass effect, baby. The Game Pass effect, baby. Big dog Game Pass effect, baby. What does it tell you? The Xbox gamer is not paying full price for their games, which is fine because they got Game Pass, right? And even with everybody playing more into Game Pass, why is Game Pass ain't doing crazy freaking subscription numbers? Why the numbers ain't through the roof? At this point, Game Pass should be at 50 million, 60 million at this point, right? There's more, guys, are y'all hearing me? There is more Jedi Survivor copies for PS5 than they are. But yeah, nobody is paying $70 for PS5 games. First, second, or third party. Nobody. Yeah. This is going to hurt Sony. $70 is going to hurt Sony. If it's going to hurt Sony, it's going to hurt everybody else, including Microsoft. Because here's the thing, buddy. If they did not have Game Pass, it would have been over for Microsoft. They would have been finished. You honestly think we're crying about PlayStation gamers not paying $70, but there is more copies of Jedi Survivor at GameStop, more physical copies than they are for Xbox. So that simply means more people are playing on Game Pass, right? Why is people not signing up? Is Jedi Survivor on Game Pass? Is Jedi Survivor on Game Pass day and date? Y'all ain't ready for me, dog. Y'all ain't ready for me today. I don't like wasting my time, right? Even if, okay, here's another scenario. Look at this. Lies of P, right? That's day one in Game Pass, right? What will be funny to me is it sells better and perform better on PS5, right? Like majority of these third-party games performing better. Listen, this is a fact, bruh. You think I would be sitting here, right? Game running like trash on Xbox. Game performing a little bit better on PS5. $70 Game Pass, $70 Game Pass, $70 Game Pass. Nah, dog. Drop Game Pass, $70. Because I'm getting the better performance, right? For my dollar. Forget Game Pass. If it's running like garbage, if it's not up to standard, if it's not at 60 FPS, if it ain't doing everything I needed to, I don't care. I don't mind. I'm going to spend $70. I'll get the PS5 version. If the PS5 version, listen, this is a fact. I don't have to, nobody has to tell me this. This is a fact, okay? People always say, man, what version of these games should I buy? Should I buy the PS5 version or should I buy the Xbox version of this game? I wonder which one performed better. That's the first thing that comes out of everybody's mouth. I ain't got to ask nobody. You know why? Because that's facts. Majority of gamers are not asking about, oh, well, shoot, I wonder. Game Pass, $70. Game Pass, $70. I wonder which one should I do? No, buddy. Everybody is wondering which version performs better. That's always been since day one. Since day one. Since PlayStation and Xbox in the same ring. Day one. Which version performs better? That's the version I'm going to go with. Am I right? Am I wrong? I'm waiting for somebody to say something. That's what we do as gamers. It's a fact. People always look at which game performs better. If the PS5 version performs better, that's the version they're going to go with. If the Xbox version performs better, that's the version that they're going to. That's a fact. Ain't nobody can damage control that. That's a fact. Y'all know I'm speaking facts. So how is it PS5 gamers ain't buying games like they supposed to or they used to, right? Little software sales is down, but 9 times out of 10, the PS5 version is outperforming the Series X version of the game. So where you think they're gonna go? Oh, how am I wrong, Scott? How am I wrong? How many people do you see say, yeah, more than usual? More than usual. They're gonna say, I'm gonna go, which version performs better, Marlon? Do you know which version performs better? People are looking at performance. They're not looking at, I'm not saying that people are not looking at $70 versus Game Pass, but that's automatic. That don't take brains to figure out. But if the PS5 version is performing better, guess what? You're going to happily spend $70. Who want to sit there and sign up for freaking Game Pass for $15 and play the worst version of the game? But I'm wrong? Whatever. Whatever. Y'all waste of time arguing. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Next. I ain't going to waste my time. I'm wrong. Okay, whatever. All right. Now, listen to this. Reports indicate that PlayStation users are buying less games, and Sony's data suggests that higher costs are a reason why unit sales have dropped. That should apply to everybody else. Nintendo, because they're charging $70 for games too. That should apply to everybody else in the industry. It ain't just Sony, right? Like I said, not every single thing that people come out with, you're going to eat it up for $70. Not even the great Sony. Not every single thing Sony comes out with, you're going to spend $70 on. That's a fact. This is while PlayStation 5 hardware is on the rise with record-breaking console sales revenue, PlayStation users are actually buying far fewer games than they have before. Data from Sony and Activision offers a possible explanation on why this is happening. All right? Now, it said right here that Sony just reported its best ever year for PlayStation earnings, raking in nearly $27 billion in revenues. PlayStation 5 hardware sales were the main driver for this overperformance, with Sony generating a record-breaking $8.2 billion from PS4 and PS5 sales. All right, now that's for the year 2022. Now, as we scroll down here, it said that software revenues were likewise at an all-time high. Now, data provided by Sony Corp indicates that PlayStation gamers spend $6.3 billion in combined digital and physical software purchases. Hardware is pulling in record numbers, and so is software. But overall, units sales were down quite a bit for FY 2022, dropping to 264 million games sold, which represents a substantial 39 million drop in unit sales from a year ago. Okay, so one would look at this and say, wow, 39 million drop in unit sales. That's a lot, right? So therefore, what does that tell you? That tells you right there and then that, well, Sony got something to do. They got to step it up, right? They got to find a way to get this number up. Same thing could be said about Xbox too. So don't sit here and make it seem like, oh, everybody's laughing at Sony. Oh, it's just Sony. Look at Xbox numbers. They're down too. They're down quite a bit too. Is people buying Series X? No, they're not. They're not buying them like they're supposed to. Is Microsoft dropping killer software? No, they're not. All they're doing is beefing up their third party. They're not even beefing up their first party. So the same thing could be said for Microsoft as well. Now, it says an uptick in hardware can typically lead to increased game purchases. What did I say earlier? Y'all don't listen to me, right? But still, even though this number is 39 million dropped in unit sales from a year ago, yeah, people are still buying hardware at an alarm rate. Why is that? Right? Because I just told you, PS5s are selling way more than the competition, outdoing the competition, breaking all type of records for consoles, right? But yeah, so let's get back into this, right? It says an uptick in hardware can typically lead to increased game purchases, but we are seeing a reduction in game unit sales accompanying the metric. Now listen to this. The crazy part is everybody was feeling the effect of $70, right? Everybody was feeling it. But like I said, once Sony realized that everybody was complaining, man, we got to step up our quality. We got to step up our quality. This trend indicates that PlayStation gamers are buying fewer titles, but spending more money on games that they do buy. There you go. Spending more money on games that they do buy. You know what that means, right? I ain't even got to tell you what that means. This is reflective of the higher $69.99 price tag associated with new PlayStation 5 games. Now, it says, in a result briefing, Sony management confirmed that third-party game sales had dropped in FY 2022, and data also shows a marked 38.6 million year-over-year reduction in third-party titles sold on PlayStation Store for the period. Okay, so let's look at this. Look at this chart. First party versus third party, right? The pink is first party, and then the obvious, what's that? Blue, right? Is third party sales, right? So as you can see, you look at the chart for yourself, right? You see that, right? Okay. Now, perhaps the most compelling example of this trend is the performance of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on PlayStation platform. Cross-referencing data from Activision Blizzard earnings results actual supports this trend of higher prices leading to lower unit sales. Whoa, hold on just a second here. Because this is all about third party, right? This whole thing is from Activision. Activision Data is showing all this stuff, right? So more people buy Call of Duty on PlayStation. You heard what the man said, right? People are buying games, but they're spending more money on the games that they do buy. What does that tell you, right? So there was only a $69.99 version of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, right? What does that tell you? Right? It's still, even with the unit sales being down, it's still selling more on PS5 than it is selling on Xbox. We don't see that to talk about. Even with the almighty Game Pass, my God, MW2 sold more on PS5. Regardless, it just goes to show you. It just goes to show you, guys. This is the whole point of what I'm saying. Like, people are going to buy what they're going to buy. People are going to complain about spending $70, rightfully so, right? But you have to deliver on quality. You have to, right? So, again, regardless of what some people are going to look at and say, right? Yeah, the numbers are down, right? But at the same time, it still sell better on PS5. This has to do with MW2. Anyways, says perhaps the most compelling example of this trend is the performance of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on PlayStation platform. Cross-referencing data from Activision Blizzard earnings results actually supports this trend of higher prices leading to lower unit sales. Ooh. 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 Look at this. 86.5 for MW2. Ooh, baby. You see that number, right? This is PlayStation game unit sales quarterly. Look at that number right there. That's just for PlayStation. Third quarter, 86.5. Wow. That's not bad. That is not bad. Right? Okay, let's keep on going. Listen to this. Activision has confirmed that MW2 generated $1 billion in game sales revenues in just 10 days. Wow. Activision even came out and said Sony is one of their best customers when it comes to their third-party games, right? But obviously sales is down and people are not buying games like they used to at $70, right? But people are still spending $70 for Call of Duty. Even if Call of Duty was in Game Pass, it will still sell better on PlayStation. Because it's a proven fact that more people, you didn't see that survey, that more people buy PS5s for Call of Duty and other third-party games more than first-party. That's a proven fact. Look it up, right? So regardless of unit sales, what's the big deal? My whole argument here is what's the big freaking deal? Oh, people are saying it's over for Sony. Hold on, Marlon, pause, switch over because I'm about to. How is it over for Sony? Because, well, their software sales are down. It's over for Sony now, right? But they're talking about Call of Duty. Majority of this article is talking about Call of Duty performance. And regardless if this deal go through or not, or if it did go through and all the Call of Duty games was available day and date on Game Pass, PlayStation 5 would still sell more. Sony themselves even said it. Can't make this up. That's why Sony been fighting, because they know, well, Call of Duty performs better on our platform. All the marketing rights and the DLC and all that type of stuff, right? And that's why Sony was worried about Microsoft shafting them with a bullcrap version of COD, right? So that more people will go over to Xbox instead of PlayStation. Same thing. Ding, 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 ding. Same thing I've been saying this whole time. That people are going to buy the better version of the game. No, you're wrong. You know how many people sit there every single time, never seen it. It gets annoying. It gets annoying. Like, oh man, you see people every time you're playing a game, man, which version of the game should I get? Man, I don't even know. It ain't even about features and capabilities. It's about performance, right? Which one of them perform better? Which one of, not besides Metacritic, besides the reviews, people are next generation. People are looking at performance. Don't sit there and damage control. That's a fact. People look at performance. Man, is the PS5 version performing better at 60? Is Is the Xbox version performing better? Like which version is performing better? Sony themselves even said it. If Microsoft shaft us and give us a crappy version of COD, give us a degraded version of COD, people are going to jump ship and go over to Xbox and play the better version. That's a fact. So some of y'all coming with smoke and mirrors and bull crap, talking nonsense. Oh yeah, that doesn't matter. Yeah, it might not matter for you, but for the majority, it matters, because I'm not a freaking idiot to sit there and buy a game that is not performing well on a console versus being able to buy a game on another one that's performing better. I'm not fixing to buy the less inferior version of the game. Are you crazy? No, I'm not. Whether it's Game Pass or not, I'm not an idiot. I'm going to buy the better performing version, Xbox or whichever one, PlayStation. If the Xbox version is better, I'm going to buy the Xbox version. That's a fact. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. So some of y'all stop your bull crap. You telling me that if Microsoft did not have, you see, I'm about to expose some of y'all. If you're telling me that Microsoft did not have Game Pass, right? No Game Pass, just pound for pound hardware for sales, right? You have to sit here, and Microsoft is in the same boat as Sony, right? They have to sit there and sell software for people to buy hardware, right? And there was no Game Pass, and pound for pound, COD is performing better on PlayStation than it is on Xbox. And you mean to tell me you're going to spend $70 for the inferior version on Xbox versus buying it on PS5? You're insane. You are insane. Get out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense. You are insane. There is no way on God's green earth I'm going to sit there and sign up for Game Pass or spend $70 for a crappier version. No, sir. Even if I was a fanboy. You crazy? No. That's why Sony was so concerned. That's one of the reasons why Sony didn't accept the deal. We got paperwork showing the reason why, I guess, quote unquote, why they didn't accept the deal from Microsoft, but also when they were submitting documents and the lawyers were talking and this and that. Listen, bro, Sony just does not trust them, right? Because they're scared of getting a crappier version. That's a fact, man. If you look at Jedi, for instance, prove my point, right? The PS5 version is performing better. So what does that tell you? Even though the game is buggy and glitchy, the PS5 version is still performing a little better. People are going to buy it. They're going to buy the PS5 version. I just told you about the GameStop narrative with the video that's been going around with the dude recording the dude with the games on top of the shelf. There was more PS5 versions pre-ordered than Xbox. Why? Because of friggin' Game Pass. Nobody is buying physical copies of Xbox games. That's why Microsoft don't report on them. Nobody is buying physical Xbox games anymore. It's the digital age. The digital age is right in front of our eyes, and we need a book. We need an encyclopedia to tell us this. Are we that crazy in our brains? Right? More people are signing up, right, for this narrative of, yeah. I don't have to buy no physical games. I could just sign up for a Game Pass. But that still don't make it great though, right? Because if the version of the game is inferior, then you're going to go to the more prominent version of it, regardless, whether it's $70 or not. Waste of time talking, waste of time. Now, let's dig back into this. So we went over the whole $1 billion in game sales revenue in just 10 days. However, those massive earnings did not significantly budge PlayStation total game unit sales during MW2's launch period. In Q3 2022, the quarter which MW2 released, Sony sold 86.5 million titles, of which 65.7 million were third party. Proves my point, right? Third party sells more than first party, right? Okay, no rocket science why the PS5 is selling like it is. This is a year-on-year reduction of 6.2 million total game sales and a whopping year-over-year drop of 15.7 million third-party game sales. So hold on now. Hold on now. Hear what they said? Third party. I just gave y'all the numbers. We still scrambling? Third party. Even with these numbers in the negative, Sony is still outperforming Xbox. So who cares, right? Who cares? In the grand scheme, unless you're outperforming the competition, who cares, right? I guarantee you if this was Xbox, it wouldn't matter. Oh, no, dog. It's not. No, dog. It don't matter because we got Game Pass. Y'all crush me with that. Oh, God. No, dog. We got Game Pass, dog. Dog. We got Game Pass, dog. It don't matter. Who cares? Who cares? If people ain't signing up for Game Pass as much as they supposed to and buying Series X's to play on Game Pass, who cares, right? Who cares? You shouldn't care. I shouldn't care. Who cares? Freaking joke. This is a joke. So we're basing all this off of a third-party sales. This is all this is. Third party. Right? Third party. Okay. Now, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Okay? Let's talk about this because it's Sony's fault. I see a lot of people. Oh, no, dog. It's Sony's fault. Why the third-party games run the way they run and play the way how they play. You have a right to vote with your wallets. Just like nobody is stopping you from signing up for Game Pass. Nobody's stopping you from buying a Series X and S. Nobody's stopping you from building that perfect PC. That's your choice as a consumer. You have rights as a consumer. So you can vote with your wallets. It's not Sony's fault. It's not Sony's first party studios, right? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm about to shut. God, they ain't ready for me today, dog. They ain't ready for me, dog. They're not ready for me today. Woo-wee. They're not ready for me. Let's hit them with it. Wait, where is it at? Well, let me find it because y'all not ready for me today. Let's go. Let's find this. Let's find this, man. Ha! Here we go. Oh, we're going to get to this other part because it seems like the Xbox fans are exposing their own selves. We're going to get to that in just a second. Let's get to this right here. Where is it at? Ooh, listen to this. But it's Sony's fault, right? While people ain't buying COD like they supposed to, or third-party sales are down, or first-part, whatever, right? Because games are going to drop. The numbers are going to be in the negative. That's just the way it is. As long as it's not at an alarm rate, then you're good, right? Because just do better. Just keep doing better and people will buy. Listen to this. CMA report Activision works with 10 to 15 supported studios for small Call of Duty games and 20 to 30 support studios for bigger Call of Duty games. But we're blaming Sony. Oh, yeah, see? Their sales is down in terms of software. 20 to 30. Y'all hearing me? 20 to 30 support studios for a big COD game. So blame those people. Blame those support studios on why y'all don't want to spend $70 on these COD games. This is a freaking shame. Now listen to this. Doom Eternal ID Software runs at 4K 60 and 1800p 60 with ray tracing on Series X. Forza Horizon 5 Playground Games runs at dynamic 4K 60 in open world on Xbox Series X. There is no excuse. There is no excuse for bad optimization. You see that Xbot? You see him? Where is he at now? You see him? I don't see the Xbot. Xbot? 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 You need to get out of this balloon. Can't hear me? Xbot? Nah. You so far gone up in that balloon, you can't see the truth. You can't hear the truth. Right? No excuse. No excuse for bad I just dropped the games on y'all. Right? Performance-wise. Don't see no Xbot talking now. Yeah. No excuse. If those games can run at 60 FPS, open world game like Forza Horizon 5 on Series X, Doom Eternal, even with ray tracing at 60 FPS, and you got a first-party development studio dropping a game at 30 FPS, and y'all quick to defend that, y'all are insane. And this is coming from an Xbox. This is one of the biggest Xbox person I know. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. And y'all quick to play Redfall at 30 FPS. Y'all quick to defend Redfall at 30. Y'all are insane. Sometimes I wonder. But we sitting here talking about Sony and third-party unit sales down and this. Y'all are insane. PS5 gamers ain't buying games. This and that. Y'all are insane. But on the Xbox side, everybody is signing up for Game Pass, right? Because it's the best thing since sliced bread. And performance is being met on Xbox. And it's not being met on PlayStation. You honestly think I'm going to sit there and buy Redfall at $70? If I was that gamer that says I can care less for Game Pass, I don't believe in renting games, I believe in having a physical. You honestly think I'm going to shut out $70 for 30 FPS? You are mad. You are mad. If you think I'm going to spend $70 for 30 FPS when Forza Horizon 5, a big old open world game, 4K 60. We just talked about Doom Eternal, right? 4K 60, 1800p at 60 FPS with ray tracing. Are y'all insane in y'all brain cells? No excuse. I don't want to see nobody in my stream make an excuse for Microsoft. But we can't celebrate gaming. We can't celebrate Sony. Sony is crushing it regardless of numbers being down with third party or first party, whatever, right? That's just the fact of life. You're not going to get everything in the green. There's going to be some negative, but as long as the hardware is selling like it's supposed to, why is Sony in this business right now? To sell hardware. Microsoft is to sell Game Pass. Are they selling you Game Pass, dog? Are they really doing a good job selling you Game Pass? Are they really delivering on all their promises, dog? Because Sony clearly doing something right for the PS5 to be selling like that. Third-party games are carrying the PS5. Carrying the PS5. We know more people buy third-party games on these consoles. We know that. We know third-party games sell more on these consoles than first-party. That's a fact. Xbox, PlayStation, doesn't matter. Right? But why is Sony carrying the charge? Why is Sony leading the charge? If Microsoft is so great, if that box was so powerful and being fully utilized, why is it that PS5s are selling more? Sony, when it comes to the PlayStation, is in business to sell hardware, to sell software. Sony is the only one out of the two, right? That's still sticking to the 90s way of selling consoles, right? You need great software in order to sell your console. Microsoft don't care about their console. They don't. All they're doing is trying to get people to sign up for Game Pass because they have a master plan for the cloud 10 years down the line, right? 15 years down. Microsoft is looking at the long haul. Sony is looking at what they're looking at, right? It's not to say that Sony is not looking at the long haul, but they're looking at expanding in the cloud. They have a plan for the cloud, upgrading their server blades, allowing people to play. You don't see that Mark Cerny report that came out? That Mark Cerny is trying to find a way to get people to play PS5 games in the cloud nearly identical to the freaking hardware. Wow. But Microsoft can't freaking do that. And you're a freaking one of the biggest technology company in the world. Nah, we still damage controlling. We still picking up for Microsoft. All that money and resources Microsoft got, and they still can't outdo Sony. Still can't outsell Sony. Right? That's why I made the statement that I made. Get out of the hardware space. If you're not going to try to make the effort to sell people on hardware, get out of the space. Stop making a fool out of yourself. If you're really not going to run this race right, get out and let somebody else run it for you. It's a shame. It's a shame, dog. It's a shame. We cannot give Sony their flowers. Sony's been winning generations after generation. I'm telling you, if Microsoft gives us an underwhelming show, it's going to be bad for them. We'll see what the narrative is going to be then. I'm tired of people making excuses for Microsoft. Hold them freaking accountable for their actions. All they're doing is being distracted by this ABK deal. They don't care. Instead, we're getting some tacky freaking 60 FPS Redfall bullcrap on the box. A tacky piece of paper. Hell, the freaking trailers are running at 60 FPS. Are we blind? Are we freaking blind? Are we deaf? We can't see, we can't hear? You don't see Redfall looking better on the trailers than they do on the actual gameplay? Wow, the trailer is running at 60. But the game, why is the game going to be launching at 30 FPS? What's going on here? I thought there was no power greater than X. I thought that there was nothing but power your dreams, right? That's what we need to talk about, because goes back to the title of this stream, right? If I'm a PlayStation gamer, or if I'm an Xbox gamer, or if I'm just a gamer in general, right? And I'm looking to spend $70, Game Pass or no Game Pass, right? What am I going to do? I'm going to go where I get the better frames and the better performance, the better version of the game. Game Pass or no Game Pass, PlayStation Plus or no PlayStation Plus. Regardless if it's in PlayStation Plus or in Game Pass, I'm going to go with the better version. Period. Fanboy or no fanboy. Best bang for my buck, regardless of if I'm paying subscription service or not. Facts. Facts. Now, here's another narrative we want to talk about. Oh, Game Pass. Yeah, but they're not delivering on what they promises that they gave us, right? Oh, yeah, we're going to deliver. We're going to drop these first party games, blah, 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 quarterly, whatever, right? They ain't even doing that, right? They went through a whole 2 years, the launch of the other system and a year after. You know what I mean? No games from first party. So clearly you're not delivering on your promises, and people are still giving them a pass. So let's talk about subscription, since we want to play that game. Okay. So just to show you, right? It's also worth looking at whether or not PlayStation Plus has a replacive effect on full game sales. Same thing could be said about Game Pass. Okay. Sony's multi-tiered PlayStation Plus offers gamers access to a pool of games for a set of monthly or yearly fee, which is less than 2 full-priced PS5 games. Now, it does not appear that gamers are opting to subscribe to PlayStation Plus rather than buying full games. What did I just say? What did I just told you guys earlier? That it doesn't matter? Y'all don't listen to me. Y'all want real articles to tell y'all the same thing I've been telling y'all. It doesn't matter, dog. It doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't matter. So you think, oh, okay, well, man. Let me read that again. It does not appear that gamers are opting to subscribe to PlayStation Plus rather than buying full games. Same thing could be applied to Game Pass. Because there's a select few of people who don't care for Game Pass, right? And want to buy their games at full price. So subscription services is not the end all be all thing. Like we're thinking like subscription services is the second coming of Christ. No, it's not. We're seeing data have shown us, shout out to Steven Totillo coming out basically saying that, listen, the data is here that subscription services are down. They're down too. It ain't just people not buying games. Subscription services are down too. People are not signing up for these subscription services like they supposed to. What's so hard in that for us to understand? It goes both ways, dog. It ain't just Sony. It's Microsoft as well. Subscription services it is not as crazy as you think. Not everybody is signing up for subscription services versus buying a game at full price. I told you. There's the gamer that cares about subscription service, and there's the gamer that's going to pay $70 regardless. It doesn't matter. Keep telling y'all that. Y'all don't listen. But we want to damage control. Oh, let's damage control for Microsoft. Yeah, Game Pass is so great, but yet still they're not delivering on what's advertised. Where is the AAA games that you're supposed to be delivering every quarter or whatever you said at first, Phil? Where's all that at? You ain't delivering. So I ain't subscribing. I'm one, somebody else is two, somebody else is three. A lot of y'all say y'all sold y'all Xboxes and trade them in for a PS5. You can't make this up. Some of y'all said y'all unsubscribed from Game Pass. You cannot make this up. Some of y'all in my stream, unless y'all lying. Because some of y'all said, oh, I'm getting rid of my... You know how many people I see on Twitter talking about they trading in their Xbox, they selling all their games, and they going over to PS5? Why is that? If Game Pass is so great, if Microsoft is persuading you guys to sign up for Game Pass, if they're doing a great job as advertised on the box and with their subscription service, if they're doing such a great job, the numbers should be way higher by now. The Game Pass has been in the game, baby, since 2017. You should be way more than 47.4 million. You should be at 60, 70 million right now. You know why? Frederick, you know why?
Why, dog? Why? Let me guess, dog. No software. No first-party software. Microsoft is not performing well. Microsoft is not doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, thanks, Fred. Yeah, they're not delivering. Yeah, they're not showing us great games from their first-party studios to blow us all away, to entice and to persuade the gamer to sign up for Game Pass or to buy a series console. It ain't just me, dog. The number is there. Down 30%. And yeah, they have it to say, oh, it's supply issues. We long past supply issues. People just not buying Xboxes. They're not. I wouldn't buy one too. If I didn't have one right now, I wouldn't even budge to buy one. Waste of time. You're not showing me anything that's fully utilized in the box. Only Xbox I would make an exception of buying is a Series S. Because since you're just giving us 30 FPS, we might as well just buy the Series S and just ride our way to the end of this console life cycle. Please do not waste our time and give us no pro system. You do not deserve a pro system, Microsoft. You lost that opportunity a long time ago. Do not make... I see people damage control and talking about we need a pro system. It's like we're not moving forward. It's like we're taking 20 steps forward and 100 steps backwards. It's like we're not moving forward. It's like we don't learn. It's like we just want to throw our money away to these companies, right? We don't want to fight for what's right and demand better. No, instead, some of us sitting here talking about you just bashing Xbox and you just bashing them. And I don't want to hear that. I don't get out of here with that. It has nothing to do with so everybody else that's demanding better from Xbox is bashing them. Okay, keep saying that. Keep getting walked on. Keep getting garbage being served up because that's what you're going to get. Keep being soaked into the Game Pass effect. Don't wake up and smell the coffee. Don't wake up and smell the fire burning. Okay? Because all you're going to get is mediocre experiences. That's what you're going to get. So keep soaking into the game. Don't demand better. Everybody that's speaking up and trying to make a difference in our industry is bashing Xbox. It's one thing to bash. Okay? And I told you all the difference. Bashing is when a company is doing great. Numbers are up. They're doing fine. They're leading the charge. They're doing something industry defining and you're still being negative. That's bashing. But when a company ain't doing what they supposed to do and what they promise to do, that is not bashing. That's criticizing them and wanting them to do better and calling them out. And some of y'all don't like hearing the truth. So what do? You damage control. That's what you do. You damage control. Sony's out here selling more hardwares than they have ever sold. Ever. Breaking all type of records, coming out here, dropping a free. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Sitting here defending Microsoft. Sony just dropped a DLC and it's a master class. 60 to 80 FPS in performance. What? And y'all don't see that as something good? Y'all don't see that at least Sony is at least leading the charge and giving us something for our hard-earned dollar. A $20 DLC is giving us. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Man, it hurts my gut. It burns my heart. It burns me. A $20 DLC. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all Xbox fans, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Sony can sit here for $20, give us 60 to 80 FPS in performance, but just $5 shy from that is $15, right? For $15, y'all sitting there, yeah, dog, yeah, 30 FPS is fine, dog, yeah. If y'all don't take what I just said as value, I don't care. Whatever, I don't care. Sony can come out and give you a $20 experience and blow up the industry. Have all these tech people talking about it, right? For $20. Talk about foliage, talk about performance, talk about the clouds being better than the first game, the draw distance being better than the first game, right? It's just a better version. It's the definitive way to play Horizon, right? And y'all still, for some reason, can't give Sony their flowers. If this was Microsoft, I would have gave them their flowers. If Microsoft would have came out with a $20 game, DLC or no DLC, and it's blowing the doors off the hinges and raising the bar, give them their flowers. Rightfully so. That's what you're supposed to do. If you're a real gamer, if you're a real stand-up person, you will give them their flowers, not sitting here defending them. That's pathetic and foolish. But we can't give Sony their flowers. We can't. Because we just too much of a fanboy to give them their flowers. If Nintendo crushing it, how many times? I don't cover Nintendo on this channel like I used to, but I still give them their flowers with Zelda. I still give them their flowers, period, when their flowers are due. I call them out when I need to call them out. Period. I don't sugarcoat anything. I call them out. Period. Y'all don't give me my flowers, so I don't expect y'all to give Sony their flowers. I don't expect y'all to give Nintendo their flowers on a 2013 hardware. 2013, 2015 hardware, right? Breath of the Wild is bigger than Elden Ring, apparently. We're not seeing that to look at. Regardless if it's 30 FPS or not, that's on an old freaking hardware. So yeah, I expect it to be 30 FPS. Yeah, that's okay because it's an old hardware. We're not dragging old hardware into modern age hardware. It doesn't make sense. The math doesn't make sense. We don't need Mark Cerny to come out and do numbers to tell you the numbers does not make sense. So stop the foolery. Stop it. It's not the same. Right? It's clearly not the same. But again, it proves my point. Everything is down. Everything. Xbox hardware sales is down. Xbox game revenue is down. Was it like 3%? Right? It's down too. So we throwing shade on Sony for just launching. You see what I hope y'all get something out of this stream today. I hope y'all get something out of this stream. We sit here and we bash Sony for having lower game software sales, right? We laugh at Sony. Oh, DLC this, DLC, but they're the only ones raising the bar for next generation. Okay? But on the Xbox side, we fighting and threatening the UK government and making a fool out of ourselves over this ABK deal. And granted, if the ABK deal goes through, yes, a lot of people is going to save money on games, and that's great. But look at how Microsoft is behaving, paying all type of people to say this and say that, all type of corruption going on. And we don't see that to talk about. We don't see that to talk about. All we concerned about is saving a few dollars. Where's the integrity? Where's the integrity? As far as I can remember, integrity is more important than money. But nah, all we concerned about is saving a few dollars. But Microsoft is really showing you how they are. They're no different from Sony. Y'all say Sony is evil. Y'all say Sony is a disgrace to gaming. But look at Microsoft. Microsoft ain't no better. Microsoft used to pay people to lie and say this and say that about Xbox years ago. Y'all don't remember that on YouTube? Where they were paying people to say this and say that? Huh? Nah, it's just Sony, right? Microsoft can't do no wrong. Microsoft is so perfect, right? Shame. Freaking shame. Now, listen to this. PlayStation Plus subscribers rose by 1 million between Q3 and Q4 2022 to even out the number of 47.4 million. A little bit more than where PS Plus started at the beginning of the year. See? 1 million. What does that tell you? 1 freaking million from Q3 to the end of 2022. 1 million. What does that tell you? So people are signing up for these subscription services, dog, over buying games at full price? Okay, I'm going to leave y'all with that. What does that tell you? A decrease in subscription. People are not signing. It's true. People are not signing up for subscription services like they supposed to, versus buying games at full price. So you see, everything is in the same boat. Subscription services are down, right? People are not buying games for $70 like they're supposed to. Everything is down on both sides. So we laughing and mocking Sony like we ain't got no sense. When reality is Microsoft is just as bad too. They're in the red too. I'm done, man. I just, you know what? I'm done. Waste of time. Waste of freaking time. Waste of time. Not only that, Sony confirms that there's going to be more PlayStation PC ports that are going to be coming. And some PlayStation fanboys are going to be pissed about that. That's just the way it is. Sony wants to keep on making more money. Okay? What can you do? All you can do is tell Sony, make sure that these PC ports are where they're supposed to be as in terms of performance. Okay? So we don't have another Last of Us situation on our hands. Okay? Rightfully so. Call them out. Rightfully so. You're supposed to call them out. Oh my Jesus. This is bad, man. There's so much crap that's coming out about this ABK deal. It's not even funny. There's a bunch of frauds in gaming. There's a bunch of frauds. This is for tomorrow's stream, but somebody got exposed. What's his name? Florian Mueller, who followed by Phil Spencer and many in the Xbox community who's attacking the CMA and pushing the Microsoft Activision deal, has been paid by Microsoft. Oh, God. We don't see that to talk about, though. Huge UK government sides with the CMA as Xbox begs Gov to get involved to overturn the CMA ruling. The UK Gov releases bill that gives CMA more power to shut down acquisitions from big tech and lowers the threshold to end deals that can be important to source of competition. We don't see that to talk about. But we clowning on Sony. We don't see that to talk about, right? All Sony needs to do right now is drop a PS5 showcase, show us everything that's coming out for this year and next year. That's all they got to do. And they're already crushing the competition right now in terms of sales, right? I think they're leading in monthly users as well, if I'm not mistaken, right? So Sony numbers are up. Majority of their numbers are up. All they got to do is continue to drop great software, first party software. That's what people want to see now is the first party stuff. That's all they have to do. And that's easy for them, right? Because they're a market leader, right? So we hold Sony at a high accountability. If Sony comes down here, we got a problem. You need to be up here. Microsoft is down here. You don't need to be matching Microsoft. You need to keep doing what you're doing because clearly it shows in the numbers. We don't see that to talk about. Are we talking nonsense? That's what we do. Talk a bunch of garbage. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense. You know what I mean? Makes absolutely no sense. Jedi Survivor, 20% better on PS5. You can't make that up. IGN said it, not me. Bunch of other analysis came out, not me. So what do you think people are going to do? They're going to buy the PS5 version. That's what they're going to do. Can't make that up. Yeah, but we don't see that to talk about. You know, what we do is damage control. That's why we're always going to keep on getting garbage from these companies. We're always going to keep on getting garbage. We're not trying to demand better. We're not. You know, instead, we sit here and defend these companies. If this was Sony, I'll be digging so far deep. You guys know me already. I don't damage control for Sony. I call it like it is. If Sony's doing a great job, what did I say earlier? I said for Sony to break the ice now. Drop the hammer now while the iron is hot. How many streams have I said that? You see me damage controlling for Sony? I said, Sony, strike the iron while the iron is hot. PS5s are selling at an alarm rate. You need to show software. This is the longest that you have ever went without showing your first party. What did I tell you guys? Y'all don't listen to me. What did I say? Strike the iron while it's hot. Show your first party software. This is the longest if you have went without showing anything. People laugh and talk about God of War, but God of War, let's not get back into that. Let's not waste our time. We have precious things to do today. Let's not waste our time with that narrative, right? But at the end of the day, like I've said, and I've said again numerous of times, PS5, the same console that they were dunking on and crapping on and taking a dump on, right? Saying that it's garbage and it's less powerful, is being the superior in third party and first party. Why is that? Okay, let me bring up this other fact, because some of y'all think I'm just joking around and, oh yeah, he just this and he just being hateful. Nah, dog, it ain't got nothing to being hateful. The truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. You call it like it is. So let me go ahead and let me go ahead. See people praising Mark Cerny for the PS5's SSD when it comes to When it comes to hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick.
No one is safe from the Tempest.
Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm coming. I like to pull up numbers so people can, see, so I can prove my point. Okay? Because it's only Sony numbers is down in terms of software, like in terms of game revenue and software and this and that. No, Microsoft is so perfect. You know what I mean? They're so perfect. See right here? You can't make this up. Gaming revenue is down 4%. 4% for Xbox, right? 30% in hardware. Xbox hardware is down 30%. The only thing that's up is Xbox content and services revenue is up 3%, but gaming revenue is negative 4%. We don't see that to talk about, but we want to sit here and clown on Sony. Okay. Adrian, thank you for the $2. Says all consumer spending is down. Sony is fine. I don't know, dog. They're saying it's an issue. They're saying it's a problem. I don't know. You know, we clowning on God of War. We're saying God of War is trash. And we saying that God of War, they'd spend $200 million for that garbage. But look at Halo Infinite. Is Halo Infinite any better? They spent $500 million. You see what I'm saying? It makes no sense. You're laughing at Sony, saying that Sony spending so much money to make these games. But look at Halo Infinite. You don't see your own dirty laundry you need to wash, right? Your dirty, funky laundry that needs to be washed. But look at Halo Infinite. No better. Ain't no better than how much it costs to make for God of War. At least God of War is the best selling first party game. Whatever. Let's get to this. Let's get to this Q&A. I don't have time for foolishness. Somebody said Halo was a huge flop. Hey, man. Listen, bro. Just wait. You just wait. You just wait. Oh, the narrative is going to be so different very soon. Just wait until Sony drop this PS5 showcase. You ain't seen nothing yet. You just wait. You just wait. Spend 200 mil but made 770 mil. Yes, sir. Exactly. But we're crying about Halo Infinite. I mean, we're crying about God of War at 200 million, but we're not crying about Halo Infinite at 500 million and underperforming. Okay. Make that make sense. It's sad, guys. It's sad, man. It's sad. It's so sad. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me if you did enjoy the main show. Make sure you guys give the stream a thumbs up if you did enjoy the main show. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you're brand new. All that good stuff. Come in with your super chats if you have any questions or any concerns. This is sad, bro. It's sad. We just don't want to demand better. We just don't want. We don't want to. Sad, man. It's so freaking sad. And Sony's still going to win the generation. They're still, if Microsoft keep on doing what they doing, Sony's going to win the generation with ease. We ain't tired of Sony winning every generation. We ain't tired of Sony carrying every generation. Sony ain't perfect. They backs are hurting right now from carrying the generation after generation. Sony, Microsoft ain't pulling their weight. They're not pulling their weight. It's sad and pathetic. Very sad. Numbers don't lie. Look at the numbers. Look at the data. They don't lie. It's facts. Numbers don't lie. Hey, listen, bro. I understand you saying that you don't care about who wins, but at the end of the day, you should care about who wins your pocket. Who is working harder for your hard-earned dollar? You should care. You should care. Don't say you don't, because you should. Otherwise, you're going to get served up garbage. So you should care about who is fighting more for your hard-earned dollar. That's whoever wins the generation. As simple as that. Whoever win your heart, that's what it boils down to at the end of the day. And that's a fact of life. You honestly think a woman is going to say, yes, I do, to a man who ain't doing nothing to win her over or to win her heart? No. Oh, no, I love both. I love both. Nah, dog. Nah, she's gonna drop the man who ain't pulling his weight and go for the dude who is gonna make her feel a certain type of way, you know, keep her on edge when she needs to be on edge, support her mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, firing off on all cylinders. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Simple. It's simple. I don't know why we kidding ourselves. Simple as that. What you money bag? Why are you how is it that I'm damage controlling? Why are you wasting our time on a Sunday coming in here about damage controlling? Who is damage controlling? Can you make up the numbers, dog? The numbers are where they're at. So please, I want to hear your gospel on a Sunday. Please bless us with your presence, money bag. Yeah, fulfill your name, money bag. Bless us with your presence. Cause I really want to hear what you got to say. Cause you're the Xbox elitist. So I really want to hear what you got to say. It says, and if 30 FPS sticker warms your heart, more power to you, Xbox. Yeah, let them have it. Let them have it. It says Microsoft should shut down Xbox for good and focus on hardware, software. Listen, man. Listen, it's a shame. Some of these Xbots, they damage control for Microsoft. It doesn't matter what you say. You waste. That's why I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time because these Xbots, doesn't matter what you say, you will never win that argument. You got to agree with what they have to say. You will never win. You will never win that narrative. Microsoft is so great and doing so great. Be my guest, dog. You can have it. You can have it. It says, I don't watch many YouTubers anymore. Yeah, but you're here. You know what I'm saying? You're here. You see what I'm saying? That lets you know a lot of things. Because some YouTubers are gonna lie to you and fabricate bullcrap. No, if Sony is in the wrong, I'm gonna tell you they're in the wrong. If Microsoft is in the right, I'm telling you that they're in the right. Microsoft is not in the right now. They're in the freaking wrong. Because the wrong thing is you're focusing so much time. Even Phil Spencer said it. You're focusing so much time on this ABK deal versus giving the gamers what they want. Okay, we don't see that to talk about, but we quick to defend them. Because you are bringing up Xbox, because this is coming from Xbox fans. They're the ones that are clowning Sony. They're the ones that are talking down on Sony's software sales being down. Like Microsoft software sales ain't down. Like they're not in the negative too. They're down 30% on hardware. They're down 4% on their gaming revenue. Really? So that's why I brought up Microsoft, because they're the ones that are pushing this narrative. Whatever. We love to damage control. We just love to damage control. Keep damage controlling for Microsoft. Keep on doing it. It's okay. Microsoft is doing so great. Keep on. Praise your Lord and Savior, Phil Spencer. Keep on. I don't want to hear anything you have to say, sir. You're wasting your time. Wasting your time. It says you can never win Xbox. Oh, well, you're another Xbot. Yo, Rich Lord, welcome back to the elite part of the nation. Listen, thank you so much for stepping back up and joining our nation. Yes, let's get the membership up. You guys can do gifted subs. I mean, we slacking in the gifted subs department. If you feel led to become a member, hit that join button. We have some amazing stuff coming up for members as well. Private Discord in the making. Tons of new emotes in the making. Giveaways. Tons of stuff that we're cooking up on. So if you feel led to support our nation, if you like the content here, do some gifted subs, man. Everybody else, I see everybody else, other community stepping up and gifting some subs. If y'all like the content so much, step up, hit the join button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, do something. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yo, Nighthawk, thank you so much for the gifted subs, man. Yeah, keep the gifted subs coming, man. Appreciate it. All right, let's see here. It says you don't give same energy when Xbox numbers came out the other. What? Okay, I can't. I'm done. When is the showcase? They said it's supposed to be next month, by the end of next month. I can't. I'm done. I can't. I have nothing to say to you, Xbots. Keep on defending them. I have nothing to say to you. Keep on saying what you're saying. I have nothing to say to you. I have nothing to say to you guys. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. Y'all Xbots can say whatever y'all want. I have nothing to say to you guys. Nothing to say. I'm defending whatever. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. I'm defending Sony. Okay. I'm defending Sony. Okay, I hear you. Whatever y'all say goes. Says, when will you resume your normal streams like 20? What do you mean? When I'm already been busting my hip. What are you talking about? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, Brawley. We'll see. What you mean? What does Redfall have to? It's part of demanding. I said, okay, if Sony software sales are down, then we need to be demanding that Sony does better. Isn't that what I said? Same thing could be said about Redfall. We need to demand better. Why are we so blind? Why are we so naive to the fact? Like, why are we damage controlling for Microsoft? Like, is it okay for Microsoft to come out with 30 FPS? Y'all can still not accept that. I'm not trying to hear it, man. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it. That's all you get out of me talking. That's all you get out of me talking. This whole time, that's all you get. Oh, you're just talking about our Lord and Savior Xbox. Yeah, because Xbox is so perfect. Okay, I hear you. My show has been nothing. Then why are you here? My show has been nothing but console war. Why are you a member? Why are you here, Alex? Why are you here? Because every other channel is talking about Xbox and demanding better for Xbox. And every single news that comes out about Xbox, they're jumping on it and talking about it. So get out. Unsubscribe from being a member. And there's the door. Nobody's keeping you here, Alex. You don't have to be a member, sir. Since you want to talk slick. You make it seem like every other YouTube channel is any better. You know how many people making videos talking about Xbox, talking about this acquisition, demanding better from Xbox and all that? You make it seem like I'm just the only one talking about. Get out. Simple as that. Get out. You don't have to be here. Bye. Go. Why are you here? Why are you a member? I don't need your money. Go. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of everybody else. Go. If you have a problem with my channel, leave. Simple as that. Why are you here? Why are you tuning in? Don't need your money, dog. Go. Simple as that. Why are you here? Why are you here? Burns me, man. It burns me. It burns me, dog. Why are you here, dog? If I'm so bad, if all I've been doing is doing console war, why are you here? Don't you have something else better to do? Don't you have the grass to go cut? Don't you have dishes to go wash? Don't you have clothes to go wash? Don't you have kids you got to attend to? Don't you have a girl that you got to go attend to? Why are you here? Why are you here? Money bag. Why are you even here? Why are you even here? Why are you here? If you don't like my content, then why are you here? Why are you tuning in? Why are you here? That's all I got to say. Why are you here? Go to somebody else's channel who is going to lie to you and fabricate stuff. I don't care what anybody got to say. Just go. Just go. Nobody's holding you here. Go. Simple as that. It's easy. You're not doing me no favors. I don't care. Simple as that. Nobody is keeping y'all. Go. Go to some other channel who's going to make y'all feel better about yourselves and y'all favorite company. I'm not. I'm going to call it like it is. You don't like my content? There's the door. Simple as that. Why are you here? Why are you here? If my content is so garbage, right? If my content is so trash and all I'm doing is defending Sony, then why the heck is you watching? Clearly, it's a reason why you're watching. Clearly, it's a reason why you're a member in. Why are you a member then? Why are you a part? Why are you part of the round table then? Why? You shouldn't be here. I don't need your money. You shouldn't be here. Keep your money. Some of y'all, I can care less. Keep your money. Why are you here? Do me a favor. There's a door. Don't care. I don't care, dog. I don't. I really don't have time for this. I don't. Don't have time for this. If everybody else's channel is so great, I'm the only one that's talking about Xbox. Y'all coming after me. I'm the only one that's damage controlling for Microsoft and damage controlling for Sony. But you see me keep the same energy across the board from both companies, right? When Sony was slipping up and doing what have I said in this stream? I said Sony need to strike the iron while it's hot and give us the PS5 showcase. What did I say? You see me fluffing up Sony? I said, look at the hardware numbers, right? If people are not buying games, then why? If people are not buying games, then why is the console selling as well as it is? Why is Microsoft hardware down 30%? These are coming from Xbox fans. They're clowning on Sony, but they can't give them their flowers. That's all I said. So if my content is so trash, and then y'all DMing me telling me y'all not happy with the direction of the channel, then go somewhere else. If y'all don't like what I do here, go somewhere. Dog, I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this for a long time, right? I'm not begging nobody to watch me. I'm not begging none of y'all for anything. Y'all want to donate? Y'all donate. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. So save me. Save me. Save me the headache. Don't care. If my content is not good enough, you should not be here. I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to see no comments, nothing. I don't. Why are you here? If Microsoft is doing so great, then okay. You don't need to spell anything out to me. You don't need to have a discussion with me. I don't care. Keep that to yourself. I know what I'm going to do as a gamer. I'm not going to subscribe. I'm not going to be playing Game Pass. I'm not going to be playing Game Pass and Redfall on Tuesday. I'm standing firm on my word. Until Microsoft give me what they need to give me, then fine. If y'all don't like that, there's the door. Simple as that. I don't care. I don't have time for this. I don't. PlayStation gamers specifically not buying $70 PS5 games. Are we sure? Oh, yeah, I already got that. I don't know why that did not pop up there. Mick Sean, thank you. God bless you for the $10. It says, me and my dad been watching you in the car on my way to work. And he was laugh out loud saying, man, he's really serious and passionate about what he talks about. He's going in. I said, yeah, that's just the way Marlon is. Exactly. That's just the way I am. Anybody, see, you have your dad. You and your dad watch me on your way to work, right? And everything, and you see me, that's just how I am. I just have high energy. I get into these topics. You see what I'm saying? I'm passionate about what I do. You don't like what I do. There's so many other channels out there. So many. You got Spawn Wave. Go subscribe to Spawn Wave. You know what I mean? Go give Spawn Wave some viewership. Don't worry about me, dog. I'll be fine. You see what I'm saying? God allowed me to start this. I'll finish it that way, dog. I don't need nothing from nobody. It's okay. If you're going to come sitting here and everything that I have to say you have a problem with, you shouldn't be here. Period. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe. There's plenty. Go subscribe to MBG. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to Mystic. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to all these other channels. Go. What's his name? Colt Eastwood and all these other channels. Go. Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? What's his name? With RDX Dealer. Go subscribe to Dealer. Why the heck are you here? Don't let me start cussing. Why are you here? Don't waste my time, dog. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. Why are you here? Go to RDX. Go to Real Gamer Podcast. Go. Do me a favor. Go. Don't be here, dog. Please do not be here. Don't waste my time. Don't have time for foolishness. Do not waste my time. The right people will subscribe. Period. You see what I'm saying? I'm not begging anybody. You don't like what I do? If you don't have something sensible to say, don't say it. Don't waste my time. Do not waste my time. You know me, dog. I don't have time. I don't have time, bro. I really don't have time for foolishness. I don't. Listen, it's a reason. Oh, what's his name again? Xbox 2 podcast, Randall Thor. Go subscribe to Randall Thor and all these other Xbox channels that's going to make y'all so happy about y'all favorite piece of box that's sitting in the plastic, that's sitting in the box, that being a door stopper. Go ahead. Be my guest. I don't care. Those channels are way bigger than mine's anyways for a reason. I do not care. I don't care. Do I look like I care? I don't. Be my guest. Go. Waste of time. Waste of time. Waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Waste of time. Go be with those channels. They're already bigger than mine's. Some of them got over 100,000 subs. They're big channels for a reason. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these companies favor these channels. Go ahead. Go subscribe to those channels. Let them give you the main big news, you know what I'm saying? And give you the generic news and make everything all right for you guys. That's all right with me. I don't care. Exactly. Go figure. Crazy, right? Like, it's freaking crazy. It's going to make everything better. It's going to make everything better. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear anything. If you don't have nothing constructive to say, don't waste my time. Don't waste my community's time. You see what I'm saying? Because the channel is going to grow with or without you. Period. Go subscribe. There's plenty of other PlayStation channels, by the way, too. There's plenty of other big PlayStation channels way better than mine. Gets way more viewership than me. Listen, I'm a nobody. And I'm always going to continue to be a nobody. I'm just a fly on the wall. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nobody. So go subscribe to those bigger channels. They get way more views than me. You know what I mean? Go listen to those guys. Straight up, man. I don't have time. Don't have time. I don't care. Tell you like it is, bro. You don't like it? Hey, too bad. Don't want it. I just ignore. I just ignore some of those comments. When this stream goes down and I see half of those comments, waste of time. I just look at those comments like, oh, okay, I hear you, dog. Keep it pushing. I don't have time. I don't have time for this stuff. It's childish and stupid. Like, I don't have time. Like, if you don't see the fact that, well, your favorite console right now they're not delivering on what they're supposed to deliver on, and Sony is selling way more hardware and breaking all type of records, and for some reason, okay, their software sales are down or whatever. So is Microsoft too. Microsoft and Sony is in the same boat right now. The only difference is that Sony is selling way more hardware and they got the better games, the better quality games, and they're leading the charge and they're the market leader for a reason. But some of y'all don't want to hear that. And that's information that's free that you can use to look up on your own time. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. But no, I'm defending them. I'm defending the $1 trillion corporation. No. Yeah. Don't care. Don't care. And then we laughing and talking about Spider-Man 2. Okay. Keep laughing and talking about Spider-Man 2. You'll see. It says, I understand your frustration. It says, you have a great channel. I guess some of these people don't think I have a great channel, which is fine. I don't care. Appreciate you, Rich Lord. I don't care, bro. I don't. It is what it is. Who is going to subscribe and support the channel is going to support the channel. I don't care. I'm not begging anybody anything. I'm not asking anybody for anything. If y'all don't want to donate, that's on y'all. If y'all don't want to member up, that's on y'all. If y'all don't want to subscribe, that's on y'all. Like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like, I'm not about to beg anybody anything and, or anything like it is what it is. That's simple. Don't buy it. Exactly. Simple. Just don't buy it. Nobody is forcing you. Nobody is forcing you. It says a distraction from bad Xbox news. Yeah. I just told Alex what he needed to do. You don't have to be here. Don't have to be here. Wasting your time. You too, Go Leaf. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like what I have to say, man, and we can't come to some type of mutual agreement and kind of settle, that's all good too, bro. That's all good. Nobody likes my channel. That's all right. It's all good, man. I guess we all can't be at the top, right? I guess we all can't be the same, right? It is what it is, man. I'm not fixing to sell my soul and do things just to please everybody. Listen, no matter how great you are as a person, people are always going to disagree with you. People always ain't going to like you. It is what it is. I'm not doing this for everybody to like me. That's okay. You don't like me, you shouldn't be here. Facts. All facts. Don't care. Steven, thank you for the $2. Says underdog is always good. Underdog is always got the fight. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's all good, man. Gold Leaf says you have a good channel. Would be good if you admit to being a PS fanboy and what? Nah, bro. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. Why am I going to be a PlayStation fanboy for? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it, baby. It's not worth it. It says Marlon is the most biased channel you are going to get. He has called out Sony, Nintendo. Don't be mad because he's calling out Microsoft at the moment. Super Titan says, love your channel, Marlon. Keep up the excellent job. Here are your flowers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Jays, what's up, man? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, real. If you're going to troll, at least make it good. Like, bro, y'all know me, bro. Y'all know me. I don't have time. Nighthawk, appreciate the love. Yeah, I don't have time. I really don't have time. You know me very well, bro. I don't have time for the foolishness. Some of y'all just want to damage control. You know what I'm saying? If y'all so unhappy, then why you here? And that is so true. That's the truth from my heart. Why are you here? Makes no sense. You know, it's funny. I really want to see how Redfall performs at 30 FPS. I really want to hear what they're going to say. I really want to see what the reviewers are going to say. Reviews should be going up for that game tomorrow. So I really want to hear what they're going to have to say. It's crazy, man. It's so freaking crazy to me. Like, I'm not holding nobody here. Nobody here. You know what I'm saying? Nobody here. You do what you do. Come and go as you like. Ain't no problem with me, man. I'm not selling my soul for views. Views are going to go up and down. It is what it is. That's why half the time I don't even look at how many people is in here. It is what it is. Can care less. It says, you're welcome to telling the truth. He says, you can flush him. It says, Marlon, you need your Kool-Aid, my G. Shout out to Big Body Jose. God bless you, man. He said, bro, Microsoft is a $1 trillion company and Sony doesn't have nearly the resources of Microsoft. Marlon, you have also called out Sony many times. Facts. I ain't making this up. Facts. If I'm such a PlayStation fanboy, then, hey, you know what I'm saying? If I was such a PlayStation fanboy, then I wouldn't be calling Sony out. I wouldn't call Nintendo out. I called Nintendo out so many times, and Nintendo fans did not like it. Trust me. It is what it is. It says the Knicks down by 5 points in the fourth right now. Man, let's see if they can pull through. Let's see if they can pull through. So this is a non-biased channel. It's just a bit more PlayStation-centric based on the preference of the channel host. There you go. It says Marlon going to rant Redfall. Nah. Nope. It's okay. It's all right. Because if I ran on that, then you know what I'm saying, even if it's something bad, you just bashing Xbox. You just bashing Xbox, dog. It's okay. You just bashing Xbox. Dark Zone says, I love your channel, Marlon. You are very passionate for the gaming industry, and it shows. Yeah, real talk, man. Real talk. It's all good, man. Stop wasting energy on these fools. You pre-order Armored Core. You funny, Jedi. Hey, man. It's all good. No, not yet. I haven't pre-ordered it yet. But it looks good. It looks good. It says you have to change the PS5 5 HDR block level to only 1, then go on the game settings HDR to 40, and then black level to 10 or 20 on PS5. Okay, got you. Yeah, Redfall reviews should be up. I mean, the game's coming out Tuesday, so reviews should be up for the game tomorrow. It says Star Wars on PS5 800p. I hear you. But I love you guys. Everything that I say is out of love. And, you know, if you don't have, I've always said, if you don't have anything constructive to say, just don't say it. Well, and some people just love to troll and try to poke you and try to get the worst out of you. But the truth is the truth. You see what I'm saying? The truth. He said it might get review bomb. Yo, Dark Shadows 275. Welcome. Please do me a favor. Go to the community tab where you'll find access. To the community tab. Add me on PlayStation so we can chop it up. We can talk. If you want to talk video games, whatever, we could do that. We have giveaways that is up on the way as well. Members only stuff that we're working on. So welcome to the elite part of the nation. Thank you so much for stepping up and being a member. We have a goal of hitting 200 members. if you guys feel led to member up, we could do gifted subs, whatever the case may be. Feel free to help out our community. Thank you so much. It says, Marlon, you have a very, very unbiased opinions. Appreciate that. I said, Marlon, will you stream Spider-Man 2? Oh, man. I hope to God I get the opportunity to stream it. You know, that would be awesome, right? Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. You already know. Imagine if Marlon is playing Redfall. Yeah, okay. Not at no 30 FPS. The only way I'll touch that game is if it's 60. Man, that's a crime to play a shooter at 30 FPS. There's no way, bro. There's no way. There is no way. No, a shooter at 30? What is this? 2010? No, sir. I would not play Redfall. No, sir. Not at no 30 FPS. Not when the trailer looks 60. But you're launching the game at 30. And on the box, it says 60. Makes no sense. It says, will you play Redfall on the PC then, Marlon? Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't even really play. Right now, I don't really play a lot of my games on PC. You know what I mean? Unless a company sends me a review code for PC, but chances are it's going to be for consoles. So, nah, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait till they patch it before I play it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no excuse, man. I'm not going to play that day one. No, because then everything that we fight for in this channel is going to be in vain. Like, no, sir. There's no hope for you, my man. God bless. Says, thanks again for getting me over the fence on Jedi Survivor. Dope game, my man. Thank you so much, man. Glad you guys, get some value out of the channel one way or the other. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. Super Titan says, hey, Marlon, how much is to join the member? It's $5. $5 is the lowest tier. $5 is the lowest tier. And that would get you in. That would get you some emotes. It would get you into adding me on PSN so we can play some games together. It will also get you into me talking to you one-on-one, giveaways, all that good stuff. So plenty of perks there and some more we're working on. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Do me a favor. Turn on that post notification bell on all so you never miss out our daily streams that we have here. God got our backs, man. God got my back. And he's been holding me down this whole time. So I appreciate everybody who steps up, become a member, steps up, donate. Considering you guys know I do this full time and this is my job full time, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for believing in me. The ones who still stick around and support me and watch me, appreciate you guys, man. Love y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. I love you guys. So all those 10-year contracts that Microsoft has been offering everyone, turns out that that they were going to retain 100% of all earnings, no 30% split or anything. That's what's been going around. Some people are saying, why should they give you a percentage out of it when it's in the cloud and this and that, and it's their cloud service and whatever everybody else want to say. Says, yo, Marlon, I got my PS5 today. Where's the congrats? What? Let's go, man. Hey. Yeah. Let's get it. Happy to hear that. Hey, man. Oh!
Bobby Digital $5. Did Redfall go gold? Didn't hear anything about it.
Nope. Redfall did not go gold. Hey, anybody in the stream, did Redfall go? Did Redfall went gold? Because seem like they're going to drop this game without it even being gold. I guess it don't even matter, right? It's going to be in Game Pass. It don't matter. I don't know. I mean, have the game went gold? Like, I haven't heard anything from Microsoft as far. Can anybody back that up? Because they're just going to release the game. They don't care about gold certification, I guess. It's going to be in Game Pass, dog, so it don't matter. It says, talking Xbox is getting old, beating a dead horse. Hey, they... Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Let's go. Make sure you turn on that post notification bell, man, if you're hitting that sub button. Welcome to the family. Let's get it popping. Everybody's laughing and saying, nope, it went quit. It says, Redfall went, bro. Says, no one's talking about games anymore. Nope. Crickets. That sucks. It says take heart. He said, take heart that we appreciate your opinions because you call it how you see it. As long as you stay true to yourself, we'll have your back. Thank you so much, Pan. I appreciate you. God bless. I haven't seen Redfall going gold. I mean, I've seen I think on Xbox, they said they tweet 2 more days that the game is coming out. I didn't see nothing about no gold, that the game went gold or none of that stuff. But I guess Xbox fans don't care about that. So it doesn't matter if it goes gold, right? It's coming out in 2 more days and it's dropping at 30 FPS. So nobody cares about that. I appreciate the $5. Man, that's crazy. Shoot, don't get me to lie. And then from what I'm hearing from a lot of Xbox fans, they saying, whoa, that doesn't matter. Game going gold doesn't matter. Okay, I hear you. Game Pass, hey, Game Pass is all that matters. Okay, the game is going to be in Game Pass, so why should we care about it going gold? That's what I heard from an Xbox person. I said, okay, bro, I hear you. God bless you. I hear you. Alex S. says, Redfall went gold in my book since day one, 30 over 60. There you go, Alex. Y'all hear what Alex S said? Alex says, do you agree with Alex S, guys? 30 over 60. He said, you see what I'm saying? That's true Xbot right there. This man just said, Redfall went gold in my book since day one, 30 over 60. Do you guys agree with Alex S? I have nothing to say, dog. I have nothing to say. This man said 30 over 60. All right, my G, I hear you. Says MGN Forever, God bless you. And First Lady Popeye, my man, God bless. Says Marlon, Xbox is dropping the ball. Xbox fanboys have every excuse to defend Xbox. Let's see here. Cyberpunk went gold. And how did that turn out? $70 games have $70 games have been at a point of third party, first party, yeah, man. No lie. Nola said this dude is losing his mind. Yeah. I mean, this man said 30 over 60. Okay, dog, I hear you. Alex S. Man, there's no way, dog. There's no way. I'm always gonna fight for 60 over 30. You mad? No, sir. But that's what I'm saying. That's how the Xbox fan base, they look at it. They look at it as, well, the game is already gold in my eyes. The game is about to drop. It's not getting delayed. and it's going to be in Game Pass, and I'm going to save myself from spending $70. So who cares if it's 60 FPS? I am telling you, that's the mentality of Xbox fans. They don't care. So that's why when you call certain things out, they get so defensive. You see what I'm saying? They don't care. They don't care. That's what I'm saying, because it's in Game Pass. Game Pass is their Lord and Savior, right? So if the game is underperforming, if the game is at 30 FPS, they don't freaking care. That's the mentality that these Xbox fanboys have. They don't care. They're not into demanding better because it's in Game Pass. It's for free. We're getting a $70 game for free, right? That's what everybody always say. Nothing is for free because you still got to pay a subscription service in order to get the game. So if you're willing to accept 30 FPS, if you're willing to accept that moving forward from Microsoft, be my guest, not me. Period. If you're willing to accept them giving you a 30 FPS sticker on the box, be my guest. Be my guest, not me. No, sir. Be my guest. Says, will you take $30 over $60 an hour? No, sir. I'm going for 60. There is no way. If I had the job opportunity, somebody is paying me $60 an hour, right? And it's something that's in my domain. It's something that I'm good at, right? Why am I going to go with another job at $30 an hour for when I can get $30 more? Makes no sense. Why settle for less when you can get more? You crazy in your brains? No, sir. That's cap. It says, so Game Pass doesn't equal... Alex S says, at least Xbox got Game of the Year Elden Ring. Oh, God. This is a sick joke, right? This is a sick joke. You're telling me... Hold on just a second. You're telling me that you're saying at least Xbox got Game of the Year Elden Ring? Oh, I hear you. Game of the Year Elden Ring. That's all I hear. Everybody's saying Elden Ring is Game of the Year for Xbox. That's the Game of the Year that they got. I hear you. My God. I'm done. Says, I don't think all Xbox fans look at 30 FPS as a good thing. Marlon, you're putting everyone in one. No, that is true, though. I hear you. You're right. Not every Xbox fan, but the majority seem like they just don't care. You're right. Not every Xbox fan is like that, but it just seemed like the majority is just like defending Xbox. Like, oh no, the 30 FPS sticker is fine, dog. I mean, they said they're going to patch it later. That is a problem. That means that we need to not subscribe to Game Pass right now and wait till later. That means that we need to hold on our $70 and not give them $70 right away. That's all that means. Teach them a lesson. You see what I'm saying? Teach them a lesson.
Bobby Digital $5. I've never seen a fan base that digged their own grave.
That ain't coming from me. That's coming from Bobby. Oh my God. It's a shame, Bobby. It's a shame. Oh God. Let me get to Nola's stuff. Nola says, I blame Phil. He spoiled these Xbots. Now they will accept anything, bro, even trash. Facts. All facts. This is a joke at this point. Elden Ring does not count since that's a From Software and Bandai Namco game. I've been said that. Oh, Dark, you didn't have to waste your time typing. You didn't have to waste your time. We all know that Elden Ring is third party. But that just goes to show you that they ain't got nothing else that they can say that is Game of the Year from first party. That's bad when you're pushing a third party game instead of a first party game. Oh, God, that is so sad. So sad. Wholesale says, I'm confused. Elden Ring was made by Microsoft. Exactly. I'm confused too. I just go with the narrative. Listen, I'm confused too because I'm like, last time I recall, like Elden Ring is a third party game. From Software is not owned by Microsoft. And heck, Sony got some shares in From Software. You know what I'm saying? So Sony got part ownership of From Software too. They got some shares in, I think it was like 30% ownership. So, okay, if If that's the case, then okay, bro. I hear you. Elden Ring Game of the Year for Xbox. I hear you. Because that's the best that we could do. Nola says, wasn't Elden Ring made by a social... Hey, I guess not. Man. Nola, I guess not. Says, I picked up Elden Ring on PS5, so not sure how it's an Xbox only game. Exactly. I don't know, bro. Listen, we that desperate that we are using a third party game as a pillar, as a scapegoat to say, oh yeah, Xbox had a game of the year. They had Elden Ring. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Says, I saw a picture with Kojima. He was with one of the Xbox people, then PlayStation people, and it looks like he felt more comfortable around them. Yeah, something, Kojima has a game coming up for Xbox. I forgot what it was again, but he has a game that's coming up for Xbox. It's been in development for a while, so we might see that come June 11th. We might see that. Superman Gaming, what's up, man? How you doing, fam? Make sure y'all hit the like button for me, guys, if you are enjoying the Q&A. Subscribe if you enjoy the content that we do have here. I appreciate you guys. He said, you're picking his bones, bro, like a hawk to meat. He says, third party, Elden Ring, Onion Ring. Oh, man. If Elden Ring was Xbox, you would be getting 10 FPS. Come on. Irish, don't say that. Don't say that because they're going to come after you with that one. What the F Gaming Channel says, I just set my Xbox Series S on fire. You guys should try it. It's the most fun I've had with it since 2020. Oh, wow. Nah, you're joking around. You're joking around. You joking around. Says, my bad, typo. He felt more comfortable around PlayStation people. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I mean, Kojima has always been working with Sony, and stuff. I mean, look at the Metal Gear stuff. He always had stronger relationship with Sony than Microsoft. So, yeah, even going back to the Konami days of when Kojima was there. He says, I love onion rings. I'm telling them onion rings go hard, boy. I'm telling you. Says, as a COD fan, I just want to say that I am happy the ABK deal was blocked in Jesus' name. Amen. Wow. Because, Craig, I'm going to be honest with you, man. A lot of people was very upset that the deal got blocked because they're like, man, I was really hoping to save $70 on COD. Like, a lot of people was really wanting the deal to go through so they can save $70 on COD moving forward so that, the Game Pass effect can reign supreme once again, which is fine if you want to save $70, but the fact still remains that Microsoft still got to deliver. They still have to deliver on all fronts. Like, they still owe us on the first party side. All the games that they have, all the first party studios that they have, they still got to strike back. You know what I mean? Like, ABK can't just be it. Woo! Blessings. T96 with the $2. Woo! Blessings. T96 with the $2 says, I'm playing Halo on 1 FPS. Thank you, Bill Gates. Oh, thank you for the $2. Oh, man. Let's see here. It says, you lying, Marlon. It was about playing all the older CODs in Game Pass, dude. It says, what do you say? It says, it was about clowning ponies that would spend $70 too, though. So I guess it's fair, and bless you. Thank you so much. It says, can June 1st come any sooner? Oh, man. What you want that hip on June 1st? What you want? What you want to happen on June 1st? Effective says PS for life. Says it's the trend. If you game even a small amount, own a PS5. If you are into social media, own an iPhone. If you are a creative own and a Mac, yeah. If you like to build and a thinker, go PC. There you go. Pan, thank you so much for the $2. It says, imagine if Redfall dips below 30 FPS per Digital Foundry review. Not going to be good. Not going to be good because, listen, man, listen, bro. Listen. I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't remember which Digital Foundry video, but one of the guys, I think you guys saw it on stream. One of the guys was laughing when they were talking about the Series X and S performance for one of those third-party games. I can't remember. I think it was Ghostwire Tokyo and stuff like that. What do you think is going to happen with Redfall? If Redfall dips below 30 FPS, not going to be good. Not going to be good. You know what I mean? It's not going to be good. I really hope that when Redfall drops, that these Xbox can eat it all up and they can be happy at 30 FPS. Good for them. Yes, I will not be celebrating 30 FPS for a shooter. That's like Activision coming out and be like, listen, the next COD is going to be at 30 FPS. That's going to hurt their sales. They know, Activision knows better than that. Say what you want to say about Activision, but at least they got common sense. You cannot release a shooter in 2023 or even it's even worse for next year. You cannot, in this next gen phase, you cannot do that. Because I am telling you, if they drop a COD game at 30 FPS, it will not sell remotely as good as if it was at 60. Who wants to play a shooter at 30 FPS? Are you crazy? No, sir. Miles, thank you for the $2.79 Canadian. Says Redfall is releasing soon, and sadly, it looks bad. Man, the trailer looks at the trailer is running at 60 FPS. You know what I mean? You could tell, you just have an eye for it. If you're a gamer and you play on both PS5 and Series X and you look at both third-party games and you see for yourself, like,
no one is safe
bro,
from the Tempest.
I'm telling you, like, it goes without saying, like, let's be for real. Like, it goes without saying, like, you can see for yourself. Like, look when we were playing Jedi Survivor at 30 FPS. And you could see how it was not smooth. It was not smooth. Like, it just did not look smooth at all. Like, it just looked rough at 30. And then when we change it to performance mode, you could see the difference. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Come on. Marlon, have you ever played Twisted Metal for PS? Oh, yeah. Long time ago. Yeah. For sure, man. For sure. Have you guys ever played, what was it again? If I remember, what was it? It's in my head right now. Are you guys excited for the TV show though? I didn't see a lot of excitement for it, but hey. Oh, you meant June 11th. Oh, June 11th. Yeah, me too. Even at 60 FPS, Redfall is missing assets. Ouch. Pan, ouch. Hey, you know what's going to be crazy? These Xbots are going to come after you and say, where, on what grounds? He says, one vampire, where are the assets? He says, it is the Series X version of Redfall is 30 FPS only, or is the PC Game Pass version 30 FPS too? That's $1 million question, because I heard some people that actually played the game said the PC version was at 60. And if that's the case, then more and more people are probably going to play the PC Game Pass version of it, which doesn't make sense because it should be 60 FPS across the board. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is so fun, but man, it needed a couple months of polished game. And you know what's crazy though? I think they said that they developed the game at a record high, like I think in almost 4 years, 3.5 years, something like that. Yeah, it really needed a little bit of time to iron out the bugs and stuff, but it's a lot of fun, man. Like, the only time I put the controller down is if it crashes or But when it runs smooth. Like the game looks amazing. It's just the bugs and the glitches. That's it. Like I said in my reviews, it's just a bug. But gameplay wise, the gameplay is solid in terms of like things to do in the game and improvements over the last game. It's just the bugs and the glitches, and sometimes you can see a little bit of frame drops here and there. But it's just the bugs and the glitches. Once they iron that out, oh man, wow. It's not perfect, it's not. It says, hey, Marlon, do you think they will make another game? Oh, Army of Two? Man, it's been years. I think they should bring back Army of Two. I think that really, really was the defining game for co-op. For co-op games. Gotham Knights still at 30 FPS on PS5, and I will not be playing it. I haven't even touched that game since it came out. No, sir. I would not. I refuse. That's a game that I love Batman, but I haven't even touched that game. I haven't even bought that game. No, sir. Kane and Lynch. Oh, yeah, Kane and Lynch was fire. It says next month will be May 1st. Yep, tomorrow. Yes, sir. Can't wait. Army of Two was a great game. Yeah, it was. EA needs to go back to that, but we'll see if we get it. It says Spider-Verse 2 comes out on June 2nd. Spider-Man 2 video game is a dimension in the movie, so I predict. Yeah, something has to happen. I know Anthony Mackie. Yeah, shout out to Anthony Mackie, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Most definitely. For sure. I will say that too. I'll definitely say that as well. But I love you guys, man. Thank y'all so much for another great Sunday. For another bonus stream. Tomorrow is the 1st of May. And man, oh man, as gamers, the journey never ends. So let's hope that Microsoft can somehow, Redfall can get praised by the critics. And we can all be happy and we can just move on from there. But next week is supposed to be huge for gaming. It's going to be the first day of our first week of a new month. So let's see news-wise what we have. And you guys know I'm going to keep y'all up to date on everything. As soon as I hear, I'll be live for you guys. All right. So I love you guys, man. Enjoy your Sunday. Love you guys. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Hopefully we get some reviews for Redfall tomorrow. Mick Sean says, hey, Marlon, what do you think about gaming right now? Do you think it's been getting a little better, or do you think it's another dry? I think it's a mixture of both. I think we still need something groundbreaking from both sides. I think Sony, them giving us Horizon Forbidden West, Burning Shores, I think that gives us a little bit of taste of what PS5 only games can be in the future. And Microsoft, it's dry on the Microsoft side. I mean, even with Redfall, we will see, right, what the critics have to say. But I love you guys, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream today. God bless each and every one of you guys. I pray that everybody that poured into the stream today, whether it's hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, donating, I pray that God will return it back to you 100-fold. All right. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your Sunday. And I'll see you guys bright and early here on Monday with more news, more bangers, more PlayStation, more Xbox news. Love you guys, man. Thank y'all for making this the premier place. God bless you and your family. Enjoy your family and tell somebody you love them. All right. Love you guys. We out. Peace. And let's see if we could get 400 likes on the show. Y'all thought I was going to make that slip. See if we can get 400 likes. We've been crushing it. Subscribe if you're brand new. Turn on that post notification bell. Now we're out.